through July 21st, where we keep that 9 o'clock sunset. So we've got plenty more of these coming, but it's kind of fun when they get here, isn't it? All right, let's talk temperatures through the weekend. Grand Prix weekend. It's a big one here. 82 degrees with sunshine. We continue to keep that sun around. No change with the forecast, and no rain in the forecast either. Coming up a little later, I'm going to talk about the history of maybe when the last time we had a stretch like this was, because Ryan said something earlier. He said this is the best stretch of weather we have had in years, and I wanted to look that up, and spoiler alert, he is right, but we'll talk about the last time we had a stretch like this. Golf forecast looks great today. If you're trying to get out and golf at the end of the work week, 6 o'clock, temperatures will still be near 80. No rain showing up on Fox Futurecast. Sunshine sticks around. We will have not only sunshine, but not only dry conditions, but clear skies that will take us through about the next week or so. As we look live outside right now, we'll go through the day today. 0% chance of rain as those temperatures gradually build up into the 80s. High will get to 82. It is a little cooler tomorrow, only 71 degrees. But then, I don't think anyone's going to complain about anything here in the 7-day forecast outside of maybe just a little extra work getting out and watering that garden, because Mother Nature ain't going to help you out. Dina, Ryan, back to you guys.
Oh, what a great day it is down here, Derek. Thank you for the beautiful weather. We all knock the weather people when it's bad out. We got to give them a little bit of praise when it's good out.
A few complaints sometimes.
Right,
a few complaints.
Nothing to complain about here.
No.
Right, fellas? We've got David Malukas and Scott McLaughlin, Team Penske drivers with us. Is this as nice as it's ever been during your time in Detroit all the years?
I've been here when it's very cold. I like the sun and the warmth, and honestly dropping down to 70 degrees like on Saturday and Sunday, it's not a bad thing for us because it's about 30 degrees above ambient in the car, so it's kind of nice for the body.
No, it's 30 degrees hotter in the car?
Yeah. It's like a sauna.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's hot.
It's very nice right now, though. Also, so look at this view. This is nice. Sunshine.
It's very relaxing. This is the calm before your storm, right? Before you guys get out there.
That was clever. That was a good one.
This kid just woke up. So
I did.
Good. Well, good. You guys need to get your rest after what you went through last week. And let's talk about what happened at Indy. Describe that race, especially for you, David.
Oh boy, it was an awesome race. It was fantastic. From start to finish, we were up there. It was very quick. Obviously, the ending to be that close, missing it out. It was emotional. It was tough. Leading up to that point, my whole life, everything was for that race, and to describe the pain, to be that close to a dream come true, it's tough. But I had my mental thought. I ran about 3 bajillion simulations of what I could have done differently, and I learned. I became a better driver out from it, and we're more driven than ever to go and get that first win.
And I will just say, just real quick, we felt it. For those who were there, my son was there at the race, and for me watching, I think all of us watching.
I was totally gutted. I was gutted.
We felt your pain. We were just heartbroken for you in watching that.
It's just, it means so much to all of us, to every driver. This is our live or die right here. So, yeah, it was good. But again, the outpour from fans, from everybody, it made everything special and made me fall in love with IndyCar that much more.
One of the things, though, and Bud Denker was talking about this too, and for both of you, the Indy 500 did not end the way you wanted it to. The best thing to do now is to have a race the week after. There's no 2 weeks, 3 weeks, anything like that. To get back in the car a week after the biggest race doesn't go your way, Scott, pretty good deal, pretty good part of the schedule.
Yeah, I think that this is the toughest week for someone who wins a race because they go to New York and whatever. But outside of that, we're itching to get back in the car. On Monday, I just wanted to get back in the race car. I was so excited to get back and get going again. We finished, for me, I went from 10th to 3rd and 3 laps to go. It was an amazing finish for me. It sucked for David, but I was stoked. I was pretty happy. But
your finish, the finish. I don't know if you saw the finish for 3rd place.
I did not see the finish for 3rd place.
It was like a 100th of a second, something crazy. So,
oh my gosh!
The difference in prize money was pretty good. So, but honestly though, it was an amazing race. But you'd like to come back to Detroit and just get on with it,
Right.
And this is a great event. Now being down from the island, from Belle Isle, and come down to Detroit and in the city, and the people that spend time in the city, see the fan zones, not far from major restaurants, and it's sweet. I love this race. I love coming back here, and it's a cool track.
How different is the prep, the practice, the qualifying, how different is this track from Indy?
Oh, it's tremendously different. I mean, it's so smooth Indy, and any time in Indy you're turning right, it's a bad thing because you're probably spinning out.
Right.
You know, I think turning right here feels a lot more normal, a lot more bumpy as you can imagine. And you guys have had a tough winter, so I imagine that it's going to be even more bumpier out there.
Watch out for the potholes.
We paved those, didn't we?
Yeah.
I do think we paved those for both of you. There seems to be so much extra because it's the home of Penske and everything like that, the home of Chevrolet, everything you're doing. Does it take you guys out of what you have to do on the track a little bit? Your routines, driving, all the extras that you have to do this week?
I mean, it's part of it.
It's just part of it.
I think
part
it's
of
part of it.
Penske
Yeah.
driver.
It's part of it. I mean, I wouldn't say it really changes anything. I mean, maybe we have a little bit less time to be with the engineers, but maybe in some ways that's a good thing.
Good for you or good for the engineers?
I think for us,
For us, they want us to hang out a little
How
bit
does
more.
it work?
Yeah.
Explain to me, how does it work being teammates, also competitors?
I think we've grown.
It's just so difficult.
Yeah, I know.
you know?
We, off camera, we hate each other. No. We
Same for us.
No, we get along. I mean, you have to a point. You have to separate the teammate to wanting to win the race part for sure. We all want to win the race, but I think ultimately to get us there and to get David to where he was and me and whatever, you need to work together to a point. And I think the three of us, myself, Joseph Newgarden, and David, we've worked really well this year. And from a teammate perspective, it's very fluid. It's been awesome. So
Great.
Well, we're rooting for you both.
Yes.
Maybe like a 1-2 finish. How about that?
Okay, I like that.
Whatever.
I'll take one.
I'll take
You do P1.
I'll take another B2.
Another P2. All right, David Maluka, Scotland McLaughlin, Team Penske right here in Detroit. It's the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix, and we're excited to have it right here on Fox 2. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's Good Day Detroit.
is Josie Wells. I'm from Troy, Michigan. Just want to let y'all know I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you ladies, and I'm seeing Ryan. What happened to that breakfast, though, Ryan? But no, I always like to see y'all at the 9. I get to listen to people like we family. I get to be wondering, where my folks at? But great day. Y'all looking good. Marielle, good to see you back. Loving that you working with Boo. Dina, always fabulous. And Ryan, you're just a good guy all over. All over. But love you guys to pieces. I hope you enjoy your day down at the Grand Prix. I won't be there, but I will see you all. All right, goodbye.
Josie's going to be watching on Fox 2, but we invite you to come on down. Graham Rahal is with us. Graham won this race, won the weekend when there were 2 races down here. Was it 2017?
Right over there. I can see it.
Now, you can see Belle Isle. When you win a race, 2 of them, do you prefer Belle Isle?
I definitely prefer Belle Isle. I'm not going to lie. Well, on Belle Isle, I think I had 2 wins and 3 other podiums, so that place was good to me. This track so far hasn't been so good to me. Although
but you led last year for a while.
I did. I led last year for quite a bit. We were actually strong. We picked the right strategy. Everything was going good last year. And then, unfortunately, we had a right rear, like the wheel nut wouldn't go on all the way. And so I ended up just falling way back, which was a bummer.
All the time on Jefferson. Right. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, there's some of the roads. You're probably right, but no, it's it is what it is. I feel good to be back here. Obviously, month of May is well, the month itself's not, but in our world with the 500, that is now behind us, so we can turn our attention to some other great racing that we'll have coming up. I'm looking forward to that.
You're having a really good year this year, aren't you?
Yeah, overall, a couple of podiums in the last few races. We've been in the hunt, I must say, and so we love to get a win. My last win was on Belle Isle, and so I'd love to get a win to get that monkey off my back a little bit. But to be honest, it has been a breath of fresh air this year as a team. I feel like the 15 car in particular, we're seeing really good progression forward. We had a good result on the last street course of 8th at Long Beach. The trend, and even the last road course race, which was the Indy Grand Prix, finished 3rd. So the trend is in the right direction. We've got to keep pushing down that path, and I think this is a great place to keep it going. As I said, last year we qualified in the top 5, led the race for a while. We were very, very competitive. So, fingers crossed we start where we left off.
Graham, what's it like for a driver to go about 238 down some of the straightaways at Indy, and to come down here and maybe on some of the turns go less than 40 miles an hour? What's that like?
Totally different, right? Perspective-wise. To be honest, going down the long straightaway here in Detroit gives you a pretty high sensation of speed too, because it's bumpy, number one, but number two, the walls are so close to you, and frankly, you have such a massive braking zone into the hairpin at the end of that straightaway that in the car the sensation is still quite high. Indianapolis going 238, 240, yes, it's super, super fast, but it feels fastest sort of in qualifying, or feels fastest, when something goes wrong, to be honest. I mean, the cars are built to do that sort of speed and handle that speed. If you went 180 in a prep at Indy 500, like on a lap, you would feel like you're crawling. I mean, it's such a different visual perspective versus coming here to a street course.
I correct me if I'm wrong, I think your dad won here in Detroit, Bobby Rahal.
He did. I think 92.
92, that's
92,
right. 92, yeah. You've won here. This city means something to you, does it not?
Well, it does. And, it's obviously, I'm a gearhead through and through.
Yeah.
So from a motorist perspective, there's no greater city in America than Detroit. And so, yes, and we've had success here as a family. It's one of the only places that Dad and I have both won at, which is special to me. to him. And obviously, look, we'd love to have a great weekend. This is it's a critical race for us because really this starts June, July, August. Like the next 3 months are kind of packed into each other. We race almost every weekend. And so for us, we need to have some good results to keep that momentum flying.
A lot of people rooting for you, Graham, this weekend. You have a lot of fans here in Detroit. Thanks so much for giving us a couple of minutes. Enjoy
Appreciate
the city. Let me tell you, it does not get better than this weather.
It's ideal. I looked at the weather app. I was like, oh, damn, look at that. We're good.
Let's go, Detroit.
Not only are we good for this weekend, we're good for like the next 10 days.
Let's go, Detroit. This is the greatest 7-day forecast in the history of spring/summer in Detroit. Graham Rahal, everybody. Come on down today. So IndyCar drivers are going to be signing autographs at 12:30 at the RenCen in the Winter Garden. And then at 3 o'clock today, practice for IndyCar drivers. 3 series of races, 3 series of drivers going to be on the track all day here today. You've got IMSA, you've got Indy next, and then, of course, IndyCar drivers on the track today. Come on down. It's totally free. Grandstands 1 and 9. Find that on the map. We'll be right back. This is Good Day Detroit on Fox 2.
Lawyers.
in the world is happening?
Whoa. Who is looking at us right now? Look at our visitors.
I'm trying to get out the shot.
Now, why do you have two eyes and you just have one eye?
That's unfair, doesn't it?
These are the Minions.
And where's Gru?
Yeah. Oh, is Gru around? Are we a little afraid of Gru?
Yeah, he needs a good talking to, for
Oh,
sure.
my God.
All right. Look, the Minions are hanging out at the Grand Prix, everybody. So do you guys want to walk? You guys can walk in front of us. You want to walk
Come
in front
on,
of
let's
us?
see.
Show off your stuff
Come on,
here.
Minions.
Do they need help?
Yeah, they might not be.
They might not be able to see.
The one only has one eye.
Yeah.
He's got one big eye.
But
All
it
right,
works.
bud. Careful.
It
There you
works.
go.
Here we go.
There you go.
Yep.
Get up there.
in the
There. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, very good.
Oh. By the way, there's a new Minions movie coming out. Minions and Monsters coming out in July. So
Oh,
they're
my
here
gosh.
to say, look at us because we're looking at you, everybody. One eye, two eyes, whatever it takes.
However many eyes we have, they're pointing at you.
Right?
Now, I will be at this Minions and Monsters movie
Yes.
probably the weekend of the opening. And some of these movies are fantastic. But let me tell you, you got to watch out for that Gru.
Now, who's James? You're James? And you're Henry?
One-Eye James
Okay,
and Two-Eye Henry.
All right, James and Henry, nice to meet you.
Yep.
And I feel like I could learn some dance moves from you.
It's a real easy one. Even Ryan could do this one
Right,
on
can you
beat.
do it?
I can do it a little bit. I've
It's
got
just
a little bit of rhythm.
there we
Just
go.
gotta bounce a little bit.
Little bounce, and just hold your hands out like this, like
All
you're holding
right.
a beach ball.
There we go.
All right, good job, guys. Thank you.
Thanks,
High five.
James
No?
and Henry.
Bye.
Is that?
See ya.
Watch out, that's a heavy hand there.
All right.
Heck of a
Careful,
slap.
don't trip.
Watch
Careful.
yourselves.
Careful.
Watch
I
the
have big
cameras.
feet and everything. Big
Oh
hands.
my gosh.
It's a
And a
real
big
round.
old
It's a
booty.
real round. Real egg-shaped body.
This
Yeah.
is fantastic.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, some visitors just
That was
popping in.
nice and very unexpected.
That was
It
fun.
was. Hey, also, can I just say,
Yeah.
we got an opportunity to talk to three of the most popular drivers in the series. I mean, David Malukas, Scott McLaughlin, and Graham Rahal. Three of the most popular. And to see David Malukas, his mannerism, and I think all of us realized what happened last week,
Yeah.
and to see him basically crying after the race, to see him with a smile on your face, it just goes to show you that don't let one race beat you twice. Don't let one day beat you twice.
Yeah.
Put it in the past and move on.
That's great. That's a great point. And that's, what we talked to Bud Denker about.
Yeah.
What are those moments right after? How do you coach somebody up after that? Because you have to keep going. You have to keep going. You can't let that live in your head and ruminate on that, or it'll ruin the rest of the season for you.
Without question.
As Ted Lasso says,
Who?
Yeah. Oh,
be a goldfish.
yes.
I have a very short memory for
That is
those
what they
things.
have.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
Want to get you caught up on a little bit of news.
Yeah. Wait, we got other things to get to
Okay,
first.
we'll let you
I know
guys
you
do
got
that.
a hot script in
I
your
got a
hand.
hot
Because
script.
I saw this on social
This is
media.
an important story that we need to discuss, right?
Okay.
I
Go ahead.
saved it, and I wanted to read it to you guys. I wanted
Please.
you to tell me if this is true. I
Please.
need good
Go on.
premarital advice. No announcements being made. If you plan to be married a long time, get more comfortable saying, "My tone wasn't great just now. I'm sorry, you didn't deserve that. Let me start over." Does that
Oh.
feel like a good sentence to memorize?
Feels
in a
like
good
nothing
marriage?
I'd say. But,
Ryan.
but it feels like I would never say anything that eloquently, because I don't think that's how regular people speak.
I think that's how happily married people speak.
I
think that's what we're
was them
supposed to be
trying
doing.
to water it down as much as you can
Yeah.
to just you know what? I said that the wrong way. That didn't come out how I meant it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now,
Wait, I'll say it again. Okay,
Yeah.
my tone. You know what? My tone.
My tone wasn't great just now.
You know what? My tone wasn't great right now.
I'm sorry, you didn't deserve that.
I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that.
Let me start over.
Let me start over. Okay, I got it.
Feel good? Okay, how
Yeah.
about this one? Sometimes I assume you know how much you mean to me, but I need to say that more. I love you and I'm grateful for you.
He's not even.
No.
He's looking at it.
Here's-
When I say,
What's he looking
check
at?
out, hello.
here's how I would say it.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry that offended you.
No.
Oh, that is terrible.
I'm sorry that offended you. And
Ryan.
look,
No.
I didn't
Oh,
mean.
my
I
gosh.
didn't mean it like you took it. And if you took it bad, well,
That's
I'm
on
sorry.
you. Yeah, right.
Ryan, that is a terrible. I hope. Are you joking?
Yes, I'm kind of joking.
Please,
I
joke
would
more.
say something
Kinda
like
joking.
you know what? I really didn't mean it the way it sounded.
Okay, that's good.
Intent is 90%.
No.
No,
I
you
don't
say
like
that all the
line.
time.
Yeah.
Let me tell the people.
It's not to.
We got to tell the people. Ryan, every time he says something that is a little bit, that hurts your feelings a little bit, he has the old, you know what, intent is 90% of it. I didn't
Yeah.
intend for it, so.
But it's.
Are we good? We're good?
Yeah, that's not. You can't.
And
say
you're
that.
weeping in
You
your
have to-
office.
Yeah, literally. You have to think
That
that.
is
You
so
can't
funny,
say
by
it.
the way. It's funny.
But do we like
because-
those lines?
Yeah, sure. We like those lines for happily married people.
Yes. You know what? I didn't like my tone right there, so I'm going to
Have
take
you
it
ever
back.
said that?
You didn't deserve that.
You didn't
You
deserve
didn't
that.
deserve that. That's my
I've never
favorite.
said these words in my life, but I'm practicing.
You've never said you didn't deserve that, or you're like,
No.
you deserve.
You deserve
worse.
a whole lot more.
This is the greatest conversation we've ever
You better be happy I'm even talking to you.
You deserve a lot more than that.
All right, I have other news here.
Okay.
We got time for it.
Oh,
Southwest
gosh, we've got
Airlines.
Time for it.
So Southwest Airlines, we talk about airlines and all these policies from the bag fees and everything else. Well,
Yeah.
now Southwest Airlines, you remember it made a lot of news with this plus size seating policy that they said the company was going to force plus size passengers, and we don't even know what they mean by
Right.
that.
Define plus size
I mean, is there a
first.
measuring tape,
Right.
a scale? What are they talking about? Plus size passengers to buy an extra seat. Well, now Southwest says the extra seat should be provided if available at no extra cost. So you no longer are being forced. Plus size passengers are no longer being forced to buy an extra seat. Now, if it's not available, if there's not a free seat next to you, agents will work to help a customer get onto a later flight.
Dang.
That's
they said,
not
girl,
great.
you too big to fly this flight. We got to put you on the next flight. You'll land at 12:52 a.m. Okay?
This is 4 months after they put the first rule in
Get your
place.
big behind on the next
I would
flight.
love to understand some
That is so rude.
examples of what that even means.
I mean,
and
honestly.
again, define plus size. Is it just at the, at the. What do you say?
At the discretion of the-
That's
of
the word
the
I'm looking. Is it
flight
the discretion
attendant?
of
The
the
gate
person at the
agent?
gate?
Because they're already trying to measure your little backpack and weigh that suitcase.
You'd be like, "Girl, you're too big."
I
You know what
mean, it would be a job. Like, you need some personality if that is a job they're assigned. This must have been an epic fail because
had to be.
the girl, the lady's walking through. He said, you need two seats.
A reversal after 4 months
Yeah.
at a corporation
Yeah.
is like 2 minutes.
No, baby
Like, this
girl,
was
you
a bad
need
idea.
Yeah,
and
nix it. Get rid of the plus size forced seating. That's terrible.
And also when the other airlines don't immediately follow suit.
Right.
Because usually they wait for somebody to raise,
Yeah.
baggage fees, and then everyone's doing it and they're blaming gas prices. This one they said, we're going to let y'all stand out on that ledge by yourself.
yeah, good luck with that, Southwest.
Brutal. Ladies, want to get to this because it was a catastrophe earlier today for Blue Origin, a rocket. Take a look at this earlier this morning. So this is the sound of the New Glenn rocket exploding on the launch pad a few miles from Cape Canaveral. Blue Origin, the space company founded by Jeff Bezos, was conducting a hot fire test ahead of a planned satellite launch next week. In a statement, Blue Origin said it experienced an anomaly and all personnel have been accounted for following the explosion. The cause is under investigation. This is absolutely devastating to Blue Origin. The setback, the money, the investment, the time that it will take to recover from this just sets everything back. I mean, the launch pad alone,
Right,
it's
but
going to take you over a year to rebuild.
Give me the context of this as it relates to NASA, because this is privatized space flight.
Sure, but ultimately, I do believe that they are all working together. They're all working on, of course, you've got NASA, you've got SpaceX, you've got Blue Origin, but I think they're all sharing a lot of information and they're all working towards somewhat of a common goal. And this does set back Blue Origin, no doubt. And we'll see what it means for NASA and SpaceX, if anything. But nonetheless, this is a tough day.
And they don't know what went wrong at this point.
They do not.
But that's why it's so confusing, because you hear some timelines about when we're going to be on the moon or on Mars, and we're going to the moon, we're doing this, and then you see something like this, and it feels like we're still so far away from being able to master flights, to the moon and back and up and back. And I know that's not what they were doing, but it just...
What were they? What was the goal of this Blue Origins flight?
This was to test a hot fire test.
Okay.
Well, the test failed.
It sure did.
It did.
Yeah.
Now, what does this mean, if anything, for the Artemis 3 launch in 2027? Will NASA learn anything?
And that's another
from
trip to
this?
the moon.
Right.
Well, that's another trip to the moon. And then the Artemis 4, that is where we will land on the moon. So you've got 2 more launches from NASA before you land on the moon.
All right. We have got to give Derek lots of love today, because we are enjoying this sunshine. The weather could not be better.
Let's go. Let's go.
Derek Hebra, you delivered.
I feel like I'm walking out to some really good hype music right now, and the crowd is going wild. And if they're not, they should be, because this stretch of weather, could it be the best stretch of weather that we have had in a decade? I dug back through the numbers, and I found the last time that we had a stretch this good for this long. I'm going to show you that with your forecast next.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. We are having a great day. Just getting so amped up for Detroit Grand Prix, as they're starting. There's some practice rounds happening this morning, maybe a little qualifying this evening, and all of downtown has turned into a IndyCar track.
And it's looking really good. And nobody knows both sides of the spectrum, racing and reporting, quite like Jack Harvey, who with Fox Sports IndyCar pit reporter, actually drove in the 500 last weekend. Do you like reporting better, or do you like driving better, Jack? What is the...
Feels like a trap.
Harder?
It feels like a trap. That's a trap question too. Both are very hard. I've been driving since I was 9 years old, so putting a helmet on, that was the dream. That's always what we chased. Wasn't able to race full time this season. Last season I was very grateful that Fox Sports picked me up to be a pit lane reporter, and then in the Indy Next I'm actually one of the analysts in the booth, so
Oh, wow.
I do get to see both worlds. It's been super fun. It's different. TV life is definitely a lot different than what I thought it was going to be.
What did you think it was going to be?
I didn't realize how much effort, how many people it takes to actually make a good show and a great production.
Well, let's talk about that, Jack, because we were very impressed and just tuned into the call at Indy, the final. Of course, the way the race ended was fed to all the dramatics, but the way the announcers in the booth were able to call that,
yeah, it was fun.
And bring that emotion to life, that's pretty magical, right?
I would say if you're a casual race fan or, you know, a diehard, the last lap at the Indy 500 this year will be something that we remember forever. And I felt like the way that Will Buxton, Townsend Bell, James Hinchcliffe, the way that they called it, I thought matched how awesome what we were seeing was. It was like both parts, everyone who came together, even the way that we were cutting the race and going from camera, bouncing to the next camera. I actually had to watch it back on broadcast after the race because I was living the final lap actually behind the wheel. But I texted all of them, said, you guys absolutely nailed that. I thought it was so cool. And then obviously to go from Indianapolis and then now we're hanging out in Detroit.
Do you turn one side of your brain off when you're driving? Are you thinking about how you would report it? And when you're reporting, are you like, if I was driving, I would have...
When I'm reporting, I often am like, if I was driving, I would do this.
Yeah.
When I'm driving, I probably am not thinking
anything
what
else.
they're saying at that point. It is interesting, though, again, like, let's say a certain scenario pops up, how I tackle the problem, how I even feel about what is in front of us, whether I've got a microphone or I've got my helmet. Very different, and it can switch in a heartbeat. Almost probably makes me a hypocrite, but... you know, we do the best we can.
But it's part of that experience that you have that makes the broadcast so good that you're bringing to the people. And, of course, we're so happy to have every single race of IndyCar on Fox 2 here locally in Detroit. And Bud Denker was here earlier in the last hour talking about how the growth in this sport it's growing faster than any other sport in America, and part of that is the broadcast. You're bringing that to race fans and non-race fans alike.
I hope so.
Yeah,
certainly that's the goal. I'm such a tiny part of what makes up the IndyCar, IndyCar and Fox broadcast team. You know, and it's not even just the people that you see on air. It's everybody else that goes into that. Actually, I watch a lot of the sessions from our production trailer. I always get a kick out of that. It's one of the best things about working with Fox, truthfully, is the team camaraderie and the amount that we go for dinner. And I know that's cheesy.
Dinner? You guys get dinner?
We go for dinner. We go for nice dinners too. But it's that is the ethos that they want this to be. And I do love working with Kevin Lee and Georgia Hannaberry on pit lane, and at least when I watch it back, what people tell me, they see that camaraderie, that friendship actually coming through. And, you know, hopefully we are doing a good show and a good, broadcast and presentation of just how awesome these drivers are and how much we love this series.
Yeah.
So just, honestly, just happy to be a small part of it. And I guess ultimately my job is to try and bring the driver's perspective to the forefront and then try and find a way to explain it, because sometimes you'll hear the drivers zone in and they're talking about random things that happened over there and the car did this, and then they're like, can you explain that? I'm like, I'll try.
Jack, we're out of time. If we had more time, we would have you critique Marielle's British accent.
Oh, please.
But,
just quick. Just give me your best one,
it's
super
quite good,
quick.
Actually.
That is quite good, actually.
You like it?
It's way better than my American.
I'll take it.
Jack, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Let's send it into Derek and weather. Hey, Derek.
Dina, you've opened up a can of worms. You know when she starts, she can't stop. She's going to be stuck in that accent
She
now
can't
for the rest of the day.
Now you've got me going.
Guys, let's take a live look outside because I want to show you this family right here. They're doing it right. They've got hats on, and I just saw the dad pull out a bunch of sunscreen. Now, that is key because that UV index is at an 8 today. It's going to be that way as we move through the rest of the weekend. But this stretch of weather, it is one for the record books because it is the best stretch of weather we have had in almost a decade. That is right. Since 2017, 9 years ago, that was the last time that we had a 10-day stretch like this. This is a great stretch of weather. Let's just jump right to the 7-day forecast, show you what we're in store for today and through the weekend. 82 degrees out there for today. Sunshine continues continues Saturday, Sunday, 71, 76. And then we've got the upper 70s and low 80s all the way through next week. Next chance of rain, by the way, is Friday next week, a week from today. We'll be back with much more. Our Grand Prix coverage continues right after this. Don't go anywhere.
You are looking live at Free Pre-Day. Downtown Detroit looks spectacular. It is Detroit Grand Prix race weekend. And again, today is totally free. You can come on out. Grandstands 1 and 9 open to the public, totally free. You can head on out, and there's going to be cars on the track all day long. 3 series of race cars, the IMSA series, the Indy Next series, and, of course, the Indy Car series. That is at 3 p.m. today. Practice for the Indy Car series at 3. At 12:30, there's an autograph session at the Rensen in the Winter Garden. We invite everybody to come on out to that. Now, we've got one of our favorites here. We can say that, right?
Yes.
Nolan
yes.
Aller has been with us from Grosse Pointe. He's been with us for every year. I feel like we've been down here from the time you were a teenager, Nolan. I feel like we've been talking to you. Former Indy Next driver. You had the Lions helmet last year. You've got the Fago helmet this year.
Yes, yeah, a little bit different. The Lions helmet is a Detroit exclusive. I will only wear it when we're racing downtown. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So you're not driving this particular weekend, but hanging out with fans.
Yes, yeah, we're still sponsored. My title sponsor this year is Fago. They're joining us for some sports car racing this year. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be racing downtown this year. Hopefully, we'll be back next year. But we're still here to support the Grand Prix and say hi to fans since I live right down the road. 5 minutes.
Do you when you talk to other drivers and people who don't know the city like you do and are so amazed by, I mean, just sitting here on the banks of the Detroit River, the sun sparkling, and then this downtown track, are people amazed? Do you find that they're shocked by what our city city, how we have transformed?
Yeah, I think a lot of the drivers really like coming to Detroit. My friends in the paddock all seem to really enjoy being here, and maybe it's because we give them free products like Faygo when they come out and drink.
that helps.
But no, I think the weather is especially beautiful today, and it's supposed to be really good this weekend. So I think everybody enjoys the environment of this weekend, although the track is so incredibly difficult.
Catch us up on what you're doing, because you're now driving closed wheel.
Yes, it's different.
How different is that? How would you explain that to the average viewer, going from open wheel racing, which Indy Next and Indy Car Series is, compared to now a closed wheel in a Mustang?
Yeah, well, so we're still doing a little bit of open wheel racing, some testing in an old Indy car, but it's different driving with a roof. We have doors. It's kind of hard to see. It's a little bit hotter inside the cockpit, but it still has four wheels, so the racing is still the same. It's just you got to learn a little bit of the nuances of driving a heavier car that kind of transfers weight a little bit differently. So there's going to be sports cars downtown. You've got the pinnacle of the IMSA paddock down here this weekend, so there's sports car racing this weekend if you want to see the differences firsthand.
How competitive is it to get in this race, to land a spot in this Detroit Grand Prix?
It's very, very difficult. Yeah, this weekend is a almost exclusive weekend where you have the like I said, the pinnacle of both series. You have the GTD Pro class and the Hypercar class here with IMSA, and then you have only IndyCar and Indy Next. That is as high as you can get in both of those series. So it's really the best of the best down here.
Well, we are certainly rooting for you to get back in, and of course, all the best. You've got a lot of fans here, obviously, in the Detroit area, and we can't wait to see you. I got about 10 seconds. Where can people find you this weekend?
We'll be all around. We'll be signing a bunch of autographs and saying hi to a bunch of the fans, and we'll be down at Hart Plaza supporting Faygo. We'll actually be doing a Rip It Energy racing simulator down there tomorrow, so if you want to come race me.
Yeah, go to Hart Plaza tomorrow. Race Nolan. All right, Nolan Aller, thanks so much. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. The Detroit Grand Prix. We are live at Free Prix Day down on the riverfront.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Good day, Detroit getaway. This is our first
Tina,
getaway.
That was fantastic.
You like that?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
What'd you think, Al?
You got to pump up the volume a little bit.
I can't hear you.
I didn't
There we
think
go.
so.
Oh, no,
There
we got
go.
you. We got you.
I think only one person can do it, but I also think that you have changed the way we say good morning, good day. So now we all try to good.
You got it.
No, it's a Ryan
from
Armani
here.
thing. It's
It's from here.
I think it's from here.
From the heart.
It's been just a great morning so far. We hope you guys agree.
If we do say so ourselves.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's been fantastic.
We are crushing it out here. If you ask me. We're really killing it.
I mean, we've had a great morning. We've had some really interesting conversations. The sun is shining and everything is good. So feel free. By the way, now Derek Kevra, we told him please monitor what the people are saying.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be screening all the phone calls.
Is he doing that?
I feel like he's eating a sandwich somewhere.
Probably kick your feet up on the desk. With
I
a
feel like he's
7-day
back in that
forecast
weather
like
office. Yeah, not doing anything. All right. You know who is down here with us? Robin Murdoch, who is making her way around all of those sounds and smells and fans. Hi, Robin.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, it is fun to be out in the sunshine, and man, the excitement down here, you can just sense it just from talking to the various fans out here. We were talking to some of the drivers earlier this morning. Such a cool vibe in downtown Detroit on the first day of the Detroit Grand Prix. I'm going to bring in Adam. He is from Canton. He came with his lovely family. This is Dom. This is Max. They do not want to talk on camera, but you know who will? Adam will. Dad always does. Talk to us a little bit about how fun this is for the entire family. Obviously, you guys got out here nice and early.
Yeah, no, it's a great event. Wanted to come down as early as possible so that we could take in the whole day.
Yeah.
We got here early. Got a chance to walk through the paddock and see some of the cars, and now we're hoping to get some driver autographs here in a little bit.
What is different about this experience compared to some of the other racetracks you've been to? I know that you said that you recently, were just in Indy and saw that race. How do they compare?
Yeah, I mean, Indy's, it's an iconic venue, right? It's 350,000 people. It's an all weekend sort of thing. Here you can come down for a day or for the entire weekend and have a good time. I think the other piece is that that's an oval, much different racetrack than what we have down here in Detroit, even different than when we were on Belle Isle, right, as a few years past. So just a different type of track. But the other thing is that this is a little more accessible for fans. For us to be able to walk through the paddock, it's not that bad for us to be able to get out, talk to some of the drivers, talk to some of the staff, and also just see how the things work. And I think that's what's exciting for the boys too.
How exciting is that for you, just to walk around here and just see a driver walk right past you, and for you to be able to go up to them and just talk to them, or to be able to go into these various booths area here and just see them work on the cars and things like that?
It's a little bit weird, right, if we're honest, right? Because you go to a Tigers game, you're not going to walk down and see everybody and kind of talk to them beforehand. But again, it really speaks to how accessible the sport is, and again, how important the fan experience is to all the teams, right? Because if people don't come out, then there's really not a race to have.
What do you think about this track, this street circuit that's 1.7 miles, 9 different turns? I hear that it's very, very fast. I was talking to one gentleman earlier, said they actually have to glue the manhole covers on so they don't pop off when these drivers are whizzing around.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're here for speed, right? We want to enjoy that. We want to see passes. We want to enjoy that piece of it as well. So it's an exciting race course.
Yeah, well, you are in the right place for all of that speed. Adam, thank you so much for talking to us this morning. Hopefully you and Dom and Max, you guys enjoy your time out here at the Grand Prix. A lot of fun to be had out here, that is for sure. I'm going to send it right back to you guys.
Good stuff, Robin. Thank you. This is stuff that kids, even though they might want to talk about it, but will remember for a long time.
Absolutely.
Good job, guys. You guys doing okay?
What are you guys laughing about over here? Did I miss something?
Ryan gets started. He makes me laugh. We're on the verge of a giggle fest, but we stopped.
Right.
Okay, good job.
So we're good.
See this pressure point here? I almost broke my thumb trying to.
Oh, man, I missed something.
Make sure.
Yeah.
I don't need any more trouble, ladies.
No problem.
I don't need any more trouble.
We'll be right back, everybody.
You know, one of the great parts of the Detroit Grand Prix and IndyCar is all of the charity and all of the good it does in the community. Pat Wright is the CEO of Racing for Kids. It's a Detroit-based organization that coordinates driver visits to visit children in hospitals. Pat joins us now. 37 years of Racing for Kids. What does that mean to you? And thank you so much for doing this work. It is really incredible.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ryan. What we do never gets old. Seeing a sick kid, making him happy, having a smile made for the first time, in some cases getting to eat for the first time. The drivers are very good with the kids. It never gets old. And the look on a concerned parent is this. We've been around the world. It's the same here at Children's Hospital in Michigan or Douai Hospital in Tokyo. Australia, we've been there. The look on the parent is universal. And when we can help the parent smile, but helps it because the kid's happy, we really feel we've done our job.
There's no question why this has grown over the years and why it's so easy to buy in on something like this. You're absolutely changing lives. I'm wondering, who do you think is walked away changed more, the kids or the drivers?
That is a great question, because the caregivers will tell us the visits like this from our drivers are a very important part of each child's get well therapy.
Yeah.
However, drivers who make a first visit will finish the visit and they'll say, I can't believe how tough these kids are. And they'll say, I am so lucky to be able to do what I'm doing. And so the drivers will often say, look, I got more out of this than the kids I visited. And that's often the case.
I know you had a visit yesterday. Tell me about that and all the great things that came from that visit yesterday.
Yeah, we had a visit with Dennis Hauer, the Norwegian IndyCar driver who raced in the 500 last year, and then also J.M. Korea, who races the NXT race. And it was a typical visit. It was outside. It's a beautiful day. The Grand Prix supplied a show car. Kids got to get in on a real IndyCar. The drivers are, especially IndyCar drivers, are just really good with the kids. They understand the relationship with their success and giving back to the community more than most professional athletes, and that's great to see. But bottom line, the beneficiaries are the kids that we see. And we saw a group yesterday, probably several dozen, and they went back to their rooms, but they had Race for Kids hat, racing memorabilia, and some pretty good memories.
If you take us, for the folks at home, take us inside of one of these rooms as you've done this year after year after year. Is there one experience that really just, you said, I will never forget this?
Actually, you're right. There are a lot of those. One that sticks in my mind obviously involved Danica Patrick when she was racing in IndyCar, and we took her to a children's hospital visit, and a little boy was in his room there, and she walks in there, and it's 10 in the morning. His food sat there for 2 hours, and she says, why aren't you eating your breakfast? She says, pancakes. I love pancakes. And she walked into the next room. Mother comes out and grabs me and said, he hasn't eaten in a week. I can't believe this.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's the kind of thing. We see a lot of those. Kids who are smiling, kids who all of a sudden engage. The drivers approach them themselves and draw the kids out. It's great to see.
Pat, tell our viewers where they can go, because the money means something, and money that is raised here stays here, correct?
Right. With the hospital, money raised here. Racingforkids.org is our website. We've raised, over the years, we've raised about $9 million for the hospitals that we've visited, and if they don't identify a need, we make sure it goes into playrooms, because the hospital will build the structure, but outside funding has to support the playroom development. Here at Children's Hospital in Michigan, we've donated over the years heart monitoring devices so the kids who have heart surgery can go home early, and the doctors who care for them have total confidence that they're on top of the case.
It is an incredible organization, racingforkids.org. Pat Wright, what you do and the team does there is really incredible, and continued success, my friend. And if our viewers are so inclined, racingforkids.org, that money stays right here in the state of Michigan for our children.
Thank you very much, and certainly appreciate the opportunity to tell the folks about ourselves.
You got it.
We'll put that link, by the way, on fox2detroit.com in case they want to go back and find
it. We are live. Oh, baby, it doesn't get any better than this. This is a live shot of the Detroit River. Come on down. It's free pre-day of the Detroit Grand Prix.
Fox.
We are live downtown Detroit. Some cars on the track right now. Cars are going to be on the track all day long. If you're waiting for the IndyCar Series practice to take place, that happens at 3 o'clock today. There is a autograph session at 12:30 in the Winter Garden at the Detroit Ren Center. Joining us now is Doug Bowles. He is the president of Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the IndyCar Series. Doug, welcome to Detroit. Thanks for being here.
Well, it's always, I get to see you in Indianapolis usually, so to be in this beautiful setting in Detroit where we love coming every year, this is fantastic.
Talk to me about last weekend's race. Was there anything that could have happened better for the series? We're still talking about it.
Yeah, it was a fantastic finish. Actually, it was a great day. We thought we were going to get weather and it was going to be a challenge. We were able, with a couple exceptions of where we had to stop for a little bit, to be able to get the whole race in, all 500 miles, and have it end the way it ended. We were sold out in the grandstands. Over 350,000 people at the racetrack on race day. Second largest city in the state of Indiana is inside our racetrack when that happens. And then, everybody says, hey, you're going to take some time off? I'm like, absolutely not. I'm going to Detroit.
Just wrapping up.
Let's go.
It is those finishes, and my son was one of the people inside the racetrack having a great time on that day. But that finish is one of the stories that propels this sport and brings in new fans, right?
For sure, and that finish was so spectacular that it transcends the motorsport media, right? So many other people are watching that. It's a great way for us to expose the sport to other folks, and then just like coming to Detroit, bringing the race right downtown, running on the streets around the Ren Center, and allowing people, especially today, when so many people come and experience it. This is what we have to do to grow our sports, make sure that it has a story more than just what happens on the racetrack traditionally.
We were talking about Denker earlier in the 9 o'clock hour, and he was just talking about the growth of this sport year over year and the partnership with Fox, and even last 2 years now at Indy 500 been sold out. What does that mean to the sport? What does that mean to the series in where it can go from here?
Well, the relationship with Fox has really been helpful. Last year was a fantastic year. This year, again, being a fantastic year. But then the racing being so compelling and competitive, and we have personalities in the sport that we haven't had in a long time. So Pato O'Ward, probably the most popular driver we have right now. Young David Malukas finishing second is going to be somebody that people can get behind. And we've got a few of the old guys still around, too, that keep the old people like me happy. So the Scott Dixon.
Elio last week, too.
Elio, Scott Dixon, Will Power, folks like that. So it's really a good mix right now, and the personalities of those drivers really helps.
Let's talk about the personality a little bit and the accessibility, and this is something that we talk about a lot, and especially Ryan being in sports. They are so willing to just come and sit down and chat with us, bump into you on the street and say hi. And is that part of the culture of the sport? Is that something that they are taught?
I think it is part of the culture of the sport, not just in IndyCar racing, but for the most part, all motorsport, especially U.S.-based motorsport. We understand that it is the fan that makes the sport work, and so those drivers know that 90% of their job is really what they do outside of the car, what they're doing when they're sitting down talking to folks like you, or when they're on the street or in the restaurants. And their autograph session today is something that's pretty unique to the IndyCar series, where all our drivers are available for autographs that leading into the race weekend. But they know that is part of what they have to do to help grow the sport.
I talked to a chef who says, if I'm not booking, I'm not cooking, and it's kind of like the same thing for an IndyCar driver, right?
100%. They have to be able to book those relationships or build those opportunities where they can talk to people about their story and get people excited. And what really attracts people to the sport isn't just what happens on racetrack, is when you can connect to one of those drivers and go, man, I get that, or I understand what that person is going through. That makes it a lot easier for us to bring those fans in and keep them in the sport.
What do you do today? Are you walking around just making sure, or can you relax?
Michael Montoya and Bud Danker do such a good job here. This is one of the markets where I don't have to worry about that. So I'll spend the time really with our competition crew, just getting ready for, we're basically bringing a concert on the road, if you will. All the teams, all the competition, all of that. So working, making sure we're all set up, ready to go for that first practice. And then I'm speaking at the Detroit Athletic Club today, which will be fun, getting a chance to do
Have
that.
a nice meal there.
And we've got a big fundraiser tonight that I'm going to go attend. That's important, where we raise a lot of money, give a lot of money back to Detroit.
Doug Bowles, the president of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and of course the IndyCar Series. The schedule tells a lot of the story as well for IndyCar. Thank you for having Detroit as the race right after IndyCar, or the Indy 500. We absolutely love being the next race. We're coming right back. It's free pre-day. Come on down. Grandstands 1 in 9 free on a first come, first serve basis. This is Good Day Detroit on Fox 2.
Go.
Is following some breaking news right now at Detroit Metro Airport. The witnesses tell us that a car drove around a concrete barrier and through a door at the Evans terminal, the Old North terminal. Photos also show a man being led away in handcuffs. Now, back in January, a different car was driven through the doors of the McNamara terminal. That suspect was arrested. Fox 2 sending crews on the way right now to the Evans terminal. Stay with Fox 2 and fox2detroit.com for updates on this breaking news story. All right, let's get to your forecast here as we look ahead into the weekend. It is a beautiful weekend for the Grand Prix. We'll start with today, 82 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Anybody headed down for free pre-day today is in for a good one. UV index is high. It's like an 8. It's going to be an 8 all weekend long, to be honest. Even though temperatures go from 82 down to 71, it's still going to be, it's all about the angle of that sun and the intensity of the rays. And those rays will be intense as we see that UV index at a 10. Current temperatures are in the mid-60s, very comfortable, very nice. You can probably get away with pants and a t-shirt or just shorts and a t-shirt already, but certainly by the afternoon it is going to be all shorts all day long with those numbers climbing up into the lower 80s. We've been talking for the last couple of days about this omega block. It's a blocking pattern around the United States, and depending on what you've got, that's what you're stuck with. Well, thankfully, what we're stuck with is gorgeous weather. We're going to keep that gorgeous weather around. Sunshine, really nice golf forecast here for the afternoon and evening. Get out of work a little early, perhaps. Try to hit 9 or 18. We're looking at 80 degrees by 6 o'clock. Sunset, by the way, this time of the year, allowing for some later golf rounds. Sunset, 9:01 p.m. tonight, 9:01 in the 9 o'clock hour now through the summer solstice. In fact, really through like the end of July, before we dip back down into the late 8 o'clock sunsets. Fox Futurecast, nothing to show you there. I don't even know why I'm even showing it to you at all, because clear skies and sun is what is on tap for us as we take a live look at Macomb County with the Clinton River, the flag blowing a little bit, that wind blowing around 5 to 10 miles per hour as we move through the afternoon. It could increase to about 10 miles an hour, certainly a possibility. Cooler out there tonight as we drop down to about 55 degrees in our 7-day forecast with sunshine and temperatures that are in the 70s all the way through the end of the weekend and into next week. Beautiful and warmer as we head into next week. All right, crew, I promised, I said I would keep an eye on Tag Board. I said I would listen to every single Dial in Detroit call. And here is a tweet that I think is a good one. And I mean, that's a good one, right?
That's
Look at
not
that.
right.
What is that?
That's not right.
Derek,
That's
I
me.
acknowledge
Read it, Derek.
you.
Is that like a "You Can't See Me" John Cena reference?
Yeah, acknowledge me. That's
We just
the
have
tweet.
this little monitor, Derek. You got to read it for us.
It says
Describe it for
acknowledge
us.
me, and it's me looking all jacked as a WWE wrestler, and it says, Derek, I acknowledge you. Keep up the good work. If there was a championship belt for nice weather, you'd own it. I said I would watch the tweets. I found you a
we
good
can't
tweet.
see it. There's color bars up. It's fuzzy.
Yeah, we don't see
Static.
that
We don't
at
see
all.
it.
Is it
We don't
AI?
see it. We can't see it.
I don't remember all those muscles.
Guys. You tell me to keep an eye. Keep an eye. Look at your phones. It's on your phone. Okay, I'm done. I'm out.
Are you analyzing? Now, we did get
We're
a
messing
dial
with
in.
you, Derek.
We got a dial in Detroit about my sunglasses, which I wasn't sure if somebody was calling to.
Complain.
No, I picked them. I feel like I had a hand in those today.
Yeah, I gave Marielle the choice. I said
I
A or
love
B,
those.
and she chose A. Now, these are some cheapos from you know where.
Now where? I don't understand. Where?
Why would you say that?
Cheapos from
Where?
where?
From where?
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I took my sunglasses off.
Why?
I don't know. Should I put them back on?
No, well, I don't know. You look so handsome.
Thank you,
Such a
Mario.
nice look.
I appreciate it.
See how easy it is to talk to a man.
He gets real excited.
Say something nice.
No,
Compliment.
it is true, though. You look very, very nice.
Yeah, we like the
Very
Q
skinny on the
zip,
pants. Yeah.
Thank you.
and
Yeah.
we like the
Pants are real light.
chalk-colored pants.
Why,
Hair
ladies?
is looking nice.
Come on.
Yeah. You look good. You look good.
talking.
You out here. I see you.
Yeah,
I'm out
I
here.
see you too.
We like what we see.
Are you going to compliment us now?
It's
Listen.
about-
I mean, how long is this going to go on?
Well,
he was just sucking it in because he never gets complimented.
Right.
Yeah.
It never gets to just
Lady,
be about you.
thank you.
And it should be sometimes.
see how easy it is?
I'm very good at it.
See how easy it is?
Marielle knows
Ladies,
exactly how to-
you look absolutely terrific. I really like the color ensemble on all of you.
I'm wearing
We did
black.
do good for. I mean, you guys match really nicely, and then
We're matching with the leather coat
doing it. Yeah,
vibe.
leather. Yeah. So it's all
As
good.
we're so busy complimenting each other.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Music means commercial, I
Yeah,
think.
we were supposed to talk about stuff. We just said, let's talk about ourselves.
Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It is Friday. The sun is shining. Downtown Detroit alive for the Detroit Grand Prix. And we're having a lot of fun. It's our Good Day Detroit getaway. We'll be back with a whole nother hour.
Look at those Corvettes.
Memories.
Fox 2 continues to follow breaking news right now out of Detroit Metro Airport. Witnesses telling us that a car drove around a concrete barrier, drove through a door at the Evans terminal. Photos also show a man being led away in handcuffs. Back in January, you may remember this, a different car was driven through the doors of the McNamara terminal. Now, that suspect was also arrested. Fox 2 crews are on their way down to the Evans terminal to find out more information. Stay with Fox 2 and fox2detroit.com for updates on this breaking story.
Give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Welcome back, everybody. And as you can see, we're going to stay on top of any breaking news. We got the team back at the station doing that. But we are really happy to be hanging out here by the Detroit River. Good Day Detroit Getaway is what we're calling it. Mario Lou, Ryan Romani, I'm Dina Santafanti. In case you're just joining us, welcome, everybody. Welcome to the sunshine. The sound of race cars in the background.
You know what goes good with
water
the sound
lapping
of race cars?
What? The sound of a hamburger on a grill?
The sound of food in my mouth.
But that's all part of it, right? That's all part of race weekend, is to coming downtown, and you got all the food trucks and all of the different food down here.
Where?
Well, not like right here, but all in and around the city. You're going to have over 100,000 people, upwards of 150,000 people down here this weekend. I mean, that's more than, that's 2 Lions football games all really at once.
Especially, so when you go to Indy, that is, the racetrack is built for the event, right? It's built for the visitors, the drivers, everything is all situated year-round. So to turn our city into something like that and to be able to host this is it's quite a logistical feat.
It's really
rerouting traffic, figuring out where you're going to put the people, where people are going to park, how visitors are going to enjoy their stay, how they're going to eat, drink, how the drivers are going to be safe.
And changing the footprint of the city for the weekend. It's amazing how quickly they're able to come in, put it together, take it apart when it's done. But this is huge for the city. Of course, putting the city of Detroit once again on the international stage as the eyes of the world are on us.
Without question. Let me just give people an update on what's happening here today. So a little bit of a lull in the action on the track right now until 11:30. That's when the IMSA cars go out. IMSA cars is endurance racing, and we had one of the drivers in studio on Good Day earlier this week talking about how it is a little bit different from what the guys on the Indy Car Series go through, but 11:30 to 1 is the IMSA Series practice.
That's the one where you weren't sure how they use the restroom.
Correct, because there's like 2 drivers per race. Where some of these races last 24 hours.
24
this
hours
is the shortest. This is the shortest race that they have to drive this series. But there is an autograph session at the Rensen in the Winter Garden for the IndyCar drivers. So if you want David Malukas' autograph or Graham Rahal or whoever, that's 12:30, 2 o'clock. The Indy next series will be on the track, and then at 3 o'clock. The Indy Car Series, that's the Detroit Grand Prix. They'll be practicing later today. Then there's qualifying for the IMSA Series, racing all the way through 525 tonight on the IndyCar track here on the streets of Detroit.
This is the weekend that sets the tone.
And it's totally free today. Totally free.
If it's free, it's for me.
And by the way, about 50% of the track all weekend is free. There are vantage points where you can, no other sporting event in America you can go to and watch for free. Other than IndyCar, and right here in the Detroit Grand Prix, and you see the map of the track right there.
Look at that track. 9 turns. I mean, it's
1.7 miles.
And they're off. Okay, guys, I have to revisit a topic. I was hoping to get some help from somebody, a sympathetic ear, perhaps.
You ain't going to find one here.
For my friends from the Detroit police. Now, the Detroit firefighters were here. But I didn't see any police officers who I could.
What would you say?
I would gently appeal my parking ticket.
They'd say, we'll see you in court, lady.
This is so aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So I went to the Tigers game yesterday. Had a great day. The game, not so good.
7-1. Jeez.
I mean,
I think they might be done, actually. I never said that before. I never said that before. I think they might be done.
Ryan or Monty?
Yeah. I think that was it. I think it's it.
Had a great day with my gang. We got a little squad that we go to the games every maybe once a month or so. And then I walked back to the car feeling good. And this was sitting on the windshield. Now, it's totally my fault, by the way. I did not go on the app and I forgot what I was supposed to be doing, the zone and all that. And
so to be clear, you parked and you did not pay.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't now, do we want to go back to the option where you can put some credit card in the meter?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, what was the issue with that? It's just
there was no. It was all you have to get the app and type in your zone.
I hate the app because they just want your information.
Is there a job in America that is universally disliked more than like parking ticket person? Like nobody likes you. Like there's not one person that likes.
Yeah,
right.
The parking,
I mean, you gotta be a special.
The parking police.
I mean, you gotta be a special person to be like parking enforcement.
Right.
Like all day long, you got people like looking at you, or yelling at you.
Yeah, no one's happy.
Not one person.
Well, I got a shout out to my man Ponytail. Do y'all remember Ponytail?
No.
He's the one parking enforcement. Does anybody know Ponytail? There we go. Jeremy. Yeah, Ponytail was a big deal. National fame. Right here in our own city, he would write you a ticket, but the people liked him.
We actually had.
Did he have a ponytail?
You know he did.
We actually had a sports. We had a sports intern some years ago, and I'm so terrible. I forgot his name, but he was also a parking enforcement person.
Did you hate him?
No, he was the listen. He was the nicest guy. He walked in the sports department every single day.
Yeah.
And said, "Let's talk some sports." And it was amazing. He was the great.
I know he didn't say, "Let's talk some parking tickets."
And he was actually featured on the show Parking Wars or Parking. Remember
yes,
that?
Yes.
It was like
I think that was. Is that the show
like that.
Ponytail was on?
Yeah. He was like the greatest guy in the world. But even him just taking abuse all day long.
So, park and pay is the lesson.
I learned my lesson, and it's I don't like it. And I can see where, I yell at the kids when they get parking tickets, pay it right away.
Ooh, do they know you got a parking ticket?
No.
Now they do.
Are you going to tell them?
I can see where it's tempting to kind of throw this in the old glove box.
Oh. Yeah.
You're not so mad about it.
What did your husband say?
I didn't tell my husband. I wasn't going to tell him.
Oh, okay.
Now he knows.
We won't tell him either.
Yeah, let's not tell him.
We're not
he
going to
might
tell
not know.
You should post a picture of that on social media.
No,
and
I will
complain.
not.
Do not. Okay, so you've learned when you park, you have to pay.
Yes.
Can we also talk about we've learned keep your hands to yourself?
Yes.
That's what the flight attendants are asking passengers to do. They say, don't touch me. The conversation started after a flight attendant went on a podcast called Jump Seat Chronicles.
Of course.
Flight attendant.
I remember the Chronicles.
The flight attendant says that it's rare that a flight goes by without someone touching her, like actually putting their hands on her. She says fellow flight attendants say the same thing.
I can't. I not that I'm some regular flyer. Fly a couple times a year.
Yeah.
I can't remember an instance where somebody's like put their hand on a
100%
flight attendant.
No, yeah.
You're not a woman.
Yeah, you don't. You were not monitoring that.
It happens a lot.
You're watching your movies.
I feel like it's the other way around, to be honest with you.
You think people touching the man?
Where people, not flight attendant, but like where the flight attendant, people are so locked into their devices or their movies or their AirPods or something like this, they're walking down, you want some cookies or something like that? You want some drink? And you're like, what? So you got to like be like, order. What do you want? Do you want a drink? Do you want Coke Zero? Do you want coffee?
I think when people are, I see it with servers too at restaurants.
But this is not that. This is the plane, right?
But I think it's the same vibe. Like you grab somebody, hey, excuse me, can you get me? I need to throw this away.
Oh my gosh, nobody's doing that, really?
Yeah. I think the ladies would tell you. I can't tell you how many little lower back pats sports and just physical. Also,
Really?
yes.
Who's touching people?
Oh man, people
in
who wanna-
2026.
I like literally.
I wouldn't do it in 2006.
Last week, and this was another woman. I think I shocked people because I'm shorter.
Yeah.
And
well,
a little
2006
smaller.
maybe.
And hey, listen, I saw this lady in Nordstrom asked me for a picture, and she moved me by my waist.
What?
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was
here,
it was
come
another
sit over here.
woman?
That was another woman.
Man,
Moved me by my waist.
dang.
Knock it off.
Dang.
She
See?
had big hands.
Yeah.
Very big hands.
You women, I'm telling you, you gotta.
Now, I think the men, correct me if I'm wrong, Rye, but
Sometimes I forget we're on TV.
Yes, you do.
Like,
We're not in
talking
my
to each
office. We are not in my office. You're not on the pink couch.
maybe the men aren't complaining about touch here or there. I don't know.
Right. We don't complain about anything, to be honest with you.
Do y'all like to be touched? Do you mind?
Sure.
Do you notice that?
No, I don't notice anything.
All right. Fair enough.
We don't notice anything. We don't complain.
We're getting a hard.
Oh, they can get off whenever they want. Just sit here chatting.
Don't go anywhere because we got a lot more coming up of the Good Day Detroit getaway.
I like-
Derek Kemper.
They just changed the
got?
camera. They're like, we've had enough of Ryan. We're done. We're done. Three-day forecast, guys. Take a look here specifically for you if you're headed downtown today. 82 degrees with a ton of sunshine. We'll break this down and we'll show you the weekend forecast next. Fox 2 continues to follow breaking news right now from Detroit Metro Airport. DTW just now confirmed that, yep, a vehicle did indeed crash into the Evans terminal. Witnesses telling us that a car drove around a concrete barrier and through a door. Photos also show a man being led away in handcuffs. No serious injuries have been reported. Now, back in January, a different car was driven through the doors of the McNamara terminal. That suspect also arrested at the time. Fox 2 crews are heading to Evans Terminal. Stay with Fox 2 and fox2detroit.com for updates on this breaking news story. Let's get to your weather forecast now, and we'll begin with a look at that weather outside today for free pre-day. All sunshine, warmer day with those temperatures near 82 degrees. So if it is in your plans later today, your afternoon plans to get downtown, you picked a good day to do it. But as a reminder, the UV index is still high. Sunscreen, sunglasses, breaks from the sun, all of it needed today as temperatures are high. I know it's early in the season and we often forget about it. If it's not like 90 degrees, we don't think of the UV that much. But today's a day where it is going to be elevated. So sunburns are quick to happen. Temperatures are in the upper 60s, low 70s popping up for Lansing and Flint. Skies are clear. We're going to see tons of sunshine today, this weekend, and through the 7-day forecast. Most of the next 7 days looking dry with our next chance of rain probably like a week from today. So late Thursday, next Friday. That's it. From now till then, not a whole lot to show you other than gorgeous weather. Today's one of those days. Let's break this down. 11 to 2 to 5. Temperatures go 60s, 70s into the low 80s. High temperatures today do get to right around 82, 83 degrees. Overnight, we'll drop it down to 55. And then we check that 7-day forecast. That is a real nice looking forecast right there. A little cooler by tomorrow on Saturday. 82 falls down to 71. And then we have those temperatures through the weekend, which will be in the upper 70s with sunshine and no rain. A lot of little kids would love to grow up to be a pro race car driver, but what does it really take? Fox 2's Brandon Hudson caught up with one of our favorite drivers, Jordan Taylor, to find out in the latest edition of the Fox 2 Roundabout.
Look, roundabout, we're back. This time we got Jordan Taylor. Jordan, you're in the driver's seat. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Good to be back in Detroit.
Look, 5-time winner, Detroit, at the Detroit Grand Prix. What's it like? I mean, you've had a lot of success here in Detroit. Detroit's been pretty good, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice coming back to a place you've had some success. I think the track is stressful to drive on, as you'll see as we go around here. It's just lined with concrete walls and no room for air. So when you're doing a lap and pushing, it's stressful, but it makes it that much rewarding when it does go well.
Look, I gotta ask, am I talking to Jordan or am I talking to Rodney Sandstorm?
Today you got Jordan.
Where did the Rodney Sandstorm character come from, man?
Jeff Gordon was our teammate back in 2017, and we were at just a normal restaurant having lunch one day, and he had fans coming up to him at a random restaurant. I was like, wow, it's crazy how famous this guy is. I bet I could trick him as a fan and walk up to him one day, so I ordered a jacket off of eBay. Dressed up as a super fan and tried to kind of surprise him as a fan, and he caught me.
How long did it take for him to catch, like, hey, look, this is Jordan?
It was shockingly fast. I think it only took like 5 seconds, so.
Compare driving through Belle Isle to driving through downtown Detroit.
Yeah, much different. Obviously, you know, Belle Isle, you know, it's got some wider roads. Some of the corners that we were able to have on that track were very high speed. This track in the city is very narrow. And the straightaway is obviously very long, so you're doing, you know, 180, 185 miles an hour down Jefferson before you brake for turn 3. But all the corners are very tight, very narrow, so it makes it, you know, tricky. You're trying to find the right line that's a little bit less bumpy.
So not only are you a world-class racer, but you're a hell of a triathlete, man. How'd you get into triathlons?
You need to be fit to drive the cars, and you know, I had a couple bad races, you know, years ago where I felt tired in the car and a little bit of mental fatigue, and knew that I had to step up my game on the fitness side to kind of help me on my day job. So triathlons was a cool challenge, I thought. I think it's similar training, similar mentality when you get in the car.
Which makes you more nervous, doing the race, the triathlon, or preparing for your wedding?
Oof, good question. I think the wedding is definitely more prep.
Is it?
Yeah, there's definitely more stress going on with the wedding. And we got May 23rd next year, so still a ways away.
I know you're focused on the road, but do you ever just get caught? Like, do you have a moment to just look up and like, oh, there's the rinse in, or see anything like that? Sightsee at all? When you get out of the car and you're in the pit lane and you look around, it's very hard to like picture like, oh wow, we're still right here in the city, and that's the cool thing about this job and this career is you do get to travel around, see a lot of different communities, different cultures. Well, hey man, I do enjoy the ride. Thank you, dude.
Thanks a
Jordan
lot.
Taylor, best of luck, man. Not just for the Detroit Grand Prix, but for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Oh, good stuff, good stuff. All right, we have got something interesting to talk about. There's an organization that helps build custom homes for injured veterans, doing really good stuff.
Part of the race weekend, all the good that happens here with the series in the city of Detroit and beyond.
We'll be right back. Good day, Detroit.
Good, it's from here. Good.
Good
There
day.
you go.
Good day, Detroit Getaway continues at the Detroit Grand Prix.
You are looking live. Pit row here at the Detroit Grand Prix. The Corvette's about to head out onto the track, practice all throughout the day here, up and through 5:25 today. 3 different series will be on the track. The IndyCar Series cars will be on the track at about 3:05 today. Welcome back into broadcast location here along the Detroit riverfront. So much good happens at a race like this, and so much awareness raised for a lot of charity work and really important pieces of work that happen, including homes for our troops. Jay Olmstead and Mike Gower
Yes, sir.
are here with us right now. Mike, first and foremost, tell us your story. Pretty incredible story.
As in Iraq in 2007, basically came to subsurface IED, a bomb buried underneath the road. It detonated. I got my squad leader and 2 of my guys instantly. Another one came to his injuries later at Bethesda, and then I was kind of a Humpty Dumpty put back together again. The other team leader lost below his left leg, or below his left knee on his leg, some internal organ damage, spinal cord. Another one of our guys is an above the knee on the right, below on the left. And actually both those guys are actually home recipients too. It's just they're in different states. That's one great thing about our organization is we build anywhere in the country that you want to build. It's not where we want you to live. It's wherever you want to live, wherever you're going to be the best. We want you to be around your family or wherever your best support system's going to be. Also, too, depending on whatever doctors you might have, you be closer to them. Weather also plays a part. That's why a lot of people wind up moving south when they get it. But, I mean, south gets too hot.
And you're here at home in Michigan, so tell us about this. And you're part of the organization now, but Homes for Our Troops. What was that process like, getting a home built, customized to what your needs were given your injuries?
Really, I'd gotten retired out of the Army early, like 23. And it's weird to go from charging, giving orders, to just having to ask for help all the time, trying to figure it out. Nobody really knew where I'd be. So got a house, moved into it, got going, didn't think about everything that I'd have to deal with, didn't realize wheelchairs would go away. Now with this new house, I don't have to pick and choose what I'm going to do that day. I can just do whatever I want. And if I'm too tired, I can actually use my wheelchair in my house. I can actually take and cook dinner. I can take and jump into the shower, everything.
What are your limitations, Mike? Is it weakness or trouble walking, or? So
I'm considered double below the amputee, or below the knee. I still have my legs, but I'm limb salvage. These are like special orthotic braces. They're like prosthetics.
Gotcha.
They take all the pressure off your feet. That way, so you can run, jump, play, and skip. Without them, then I go back to my wheelchair.
Gotcha.
And non-weight bearing on them.
Jay, I've got less than a minute left, but I just want to ask you, how can people help your organization? And I know you've got a partnership with Santino Ferrucci. Homes for Our Troops are going to be featured on his car.
Yeah, we still there are over 1,800 severely injured post 9/11 veterans across the country who could qualify for our program. So we are always looking to raise awareness about what we do, for people to find ways to support us, whether it's through donations, time, contributions of product, or other services to support our veterans. So we can be found online at hfot.org. We encourage people to go check us out. Like Mike said, we build homes across the country, so chances are we're somewhere, where the viewership has friends and loved ones who might be able to use one of our specially adapted homes.
Incredibly
And the biggest thing is we're word of mouth. We don't do much for advertising money-wise. So we're grassroots. So that's the biggest thing. Tell your friends, tell everybody you can, let them know about it. And then also, too, if you know somebody who can use our organization, put them in contact with us, because it's life-changing.
Incredibly important work.
Night and day.
Absolutely.
Mike, Jay, thank you so much for
We're
sharing
happy
your
to be
story.
part of the message. We're happy to get the word out, be part of this grassroots message operation. So Homes for Our Troops. Good stuff, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Derek?
Guys, we do have a great weekend in store. Beautiful weather continues Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunshine all weekend long. Much more on your weekend forecast coming up next.
Welcome back. Live coverage from the Detroit Grand Prix. Good day, Detroit getaway. And one of the things that we talk about with the, as you can hear those race cars,
you can feel it on the inside,
yeah, you can feel it, is all the fun that can be had. Aside from watching this great sporting event, Letty Azar, Community Affairs from the Grand Prix. Letty, tell us what is on the agenda for the next couple of days here.
Yeah, well, you know, motorsports is a total sensory experience, and you're right. You can feel the cars on track.
It is.
It's a beautiful day. Mother Nature has officially declared it summer.
All of
Michigan,
our senses are very happy right now.
Yes. And gates are open. Fans are coming in. So there's a lot to do and see on track, aside from what's on track this weekend. I'll start with our rooftops. We have 4 rooftops activated. Center Garage, Franklin Garage, Port Atwater, and River East. 1 rooftop ticket gets you to each of those 4, and each one's a completely different experience. We have museums activated on some, Michigan Cherry Festival on others, DJs, live music throughout the weekend, great views of the track, certainly, and lots of good food.
Now, Elle, will you, here at our garage here,
Yes.
so this rooftop is activated right here, Letty?
Oh, I know where this is going,
Will
Letty.
you get in the elevator and go to the rooftop with me?
Now, I do feel that...
I mean, it might be worth it.
Not a fan of heights, I take it.
I can do heights.
I don't like heights.
It's the elevator.
She doesn't like the elevator.
But I do think legally the stairs have to remain open at all times.
I just took them.
I'll just hustle up the stairs and I'll meet y'all on the rooftop.
There you go. I'll meet you on the rooftop.
Okay, and you can't ask for a better weather rooftop situation this weekend. You guys are perfect. You planned it perfectly.
It is beautiful. I was just up on the River East rooftop with the Bright Hop Academy students who are here for the day and taking in all the views on pit lane. They're going to grab lunch now. So
That's
there's
awesome.
plenty to do and see.
Now there's a few differences from last year. So the music is going to be different. Now it's more venue focused. You have the DJs. It's a different vibe wherever you go.
Exactly. The last few years we've had a concert in Campus Martius on Saturday night. This year, no concert on Saturday night, but again, live music, DJs, and artists throughout the weekend in Hart Plaza, up on the rooftop. So a little bit everywhere.
Do you know, Letty, what kind of crowd comes in? Do we get a lot of visitors from other states, other countries? Is it mostly Michiganders, or who visits us on this weekend?
No, thank you. That's a great question. And that's one of the beauty of motorsports, not to knock our stick and ball friends, but motorsports tends to have a really large regional pull.
Yeah.
This event in particular pulls about 38% out of region, out of state. And that's pretty standard with motorsports, anywhere between 30 and 50%. The street circuits in particular, because we have the ability to tell the story of local culture in the region through these street circuits, a little more so than you do on ovals. And so people want to come and they want to take in not just great racing and a good event, but you'll see more visitors in museums and so on. We have young families. They travel as a group and they make a vacation out of it.
Well, let's bring the kids in, because there are a lot of organizations here that are also participating to make this the best experience for folks who don't get down here all the time, or who wouldn't have maybe the opportunity to come and enjoy an event like this.
Yeah, and I think having the bulk of this venue open for free, right? All of our family fun zones are open for free. All of our fan-facing activities open for free. So I think for those, especially living locally, who aren't familiar with motorsports, it's a really low-risk way to take in the event, right? You can come down. We have Michigan Science Center activating. We have Meyer Family Fun Zone. Henry Ford Museum is activating. So there's plenty for kids of all ages. And free $99 is the best price every time.
I like how you're talking, Letty. I like how you're talking, Letty Azar. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to go inside and talk to Derek Kevra, even though, Derek, you want to be out here with us. Does he?
Yeah, you're totally right.
So nice.
Well, come on, Derek.
It looks great. You guys, the weather is fantastic. You can see the energy is already starting to increase, and the people are starting to increase as we take this live view of the city, downtown Detroit. Man, what a weekend to be down there. The weather all weekend long looking fantastic. Lots of sunshine every day, 82, 71, 76. Sunshine will take us all the way through the weekend. It looks great, feels great, and this is going to be the best stretch of weather in about 10 years, 9 years officially. I looked back every year. I went May, June, July, and August. And what I found was the last time we had comfortable temperatures between like 75 and 85, although this stretch in 2017 did have a couple upper 80s in it, but no rain or very minimal rain. And that's the stretch we're in right now. So the last time it was this good for this long was like 9 years ago. And I do believe that this stretch is actually better than that one. So this is even better, even longer. It's been even longer since we've had weather this nice. We are dealing with sunrise right around 6 o'clock and sunset right around 9 o'clock. So you do the math right there. That is almost 15 hours of daylight every single day. We're going to continue to see this, guys, for a while, taking us all the way through June and then through most of July. We've got those sunsets that are 9 o'clock or beyond. Temperatures warming up, upper 60s, low 70s. No rain in the forecast, blue skies, plenty of sunshine, a couple more clouds over the next few days. But even that said, I mean, they're going to be those wispy cirrus clouds, which are real high up in the altitude, made of ice crystals. And they typically don't come with any weather, and we're not going to see any of that weather in the form of rain. None of that. More sunshine, warming up a little bit out there today. A little breezy tonight. Winds will pick up 10 to 15 miles per hour. 55 degrees for your overnight low. Let's get a good look here at the 7-day forecast. Temperatures today 82. Notice there's a change as we head into tomorrow. Colder air does come in, so we fall 10 degrees from 82 down to 71. So there's going to be some times, especially early Saturday and late Saturday, early Sunday, where it's going to be a little bit on the cooler side. You know, some of those outer suburbs could be falling down into the upper 40s on Saturday night. So chillier, yes. Frost, no. Nothing to worry about there when it comes to the frost. Just a cooler start to the day. Saturday is one of the ones in the 7-day forecast that's a little lower than the rest, but I don't think too many people are going to complain about 71 degrees with sunshine. As we then move into the early days next week, Monday, Tuesday, 78, 78. Popping up into the 80s. Late Thursday into Friday, we might see a little bit of rain moving through. That's our next chance, and that is a week away. How about that? All right, we're back with much more right after this. Our coverage of the Detroit Grand Prix. The Crew live downtown continues. We'll be coming up with that, and we'll continue with that right now. Hey, guys.
Yes, we will.
I will say, so we were talking to Letty about people visiting. About 35% of the people who will visit here are out of state or out of region. There are so many walking around after the game yesterday. These little speakeasies, the cutest little hangouts in the alleys. I can't even describe what's happening to downtown Detroit. And you have to go, you have to meander.
You got to meander.
I hope that...
That's a word we're not using enough. We're not meandering enough.
Well, we hope you meander down here today.
Yes.
Because we're not done yet. You've got a big show coming up at noon as well. Lee Thomas is in the house.
Look at you.
You're going to have Detroit Grand Prix President Michael Montry in the house.
Now, why are you telling all my business?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Why are you worried about
I might be lunching.
I know where you're going. I'm so mad.
You know where I'm going today.
I wanna go. Well, we have to go. We'll be back.
Growing memories.
Assume that everything you see here with the kind of assume that everything you see here with the kind of crisscross pattern here, that's another closure. But some of the major ones: Woodward closed between Larned and State, southbound Lodge closed between Larned and Griswold, but tons of small little road closures all over the place. The good news is they are expected to reopen, all of them slowly, by June 5th. That's next Friday. So the Detroit People Mover is going to be a great option for getting around. Friday and Saturday, your hours are 5 a.m. till midnight. Sunday, 5 a.m. until 11 p.m. The Financial District and Wren Center are some of the closest stops to some of the Detroit Grand Prix viewing. And remember, this is free. Some other options out there: the Park Detroit app, so you can pick your parking before you get downtown and don't have to worry about it. The Q line runs along Woodward. That's free. DDOT buses and even Mogul bike rentals are all over the place. So the key is probably parking further away from the racetrack and then heading on in. You can all find more information at fox2detroit.com. Back to you.
That's good. Keep it that way.
That's right. All right, welcome back. We are live here at the Detroit Grand Prix. It is Free Prix Day, and we are joined by John Doonan, who is the president of the IMSA series. And John, talk to us about, I don't know if you guys hear me all right? I'm all over the place. Okay. So, sorry if you are okay.
I'm good.
All right, very good. John, talk to me about the IMSA series, how different that is from what people may come downtown to see those IndyCar drivers.
Well, I think one of the special things about IMSA, the International Motorsports Association, is we have 18 auto manufacturers that choose to race with us. They come to this series because it's a laboratory, and what better place to demonstrate that in the downtown streets of Detroit and what this city has meant to the auto industry over the years. But it's a real live laboratory. We run 24-hour races, 12-hour races. We run 100 minutes really hard tomorrow. And it's the things we learn on the racetrack that the automakers take back and put into the next generation road car.
It's really incredible when you talk about what happens on the racetrack coming into really showrooms around the world, right?
It is. And, you know, General Motors for sure with the Corvette, Ford with the Mustang, right here in the heart of the city. The things that they learn are authentically used in the future generation, or they're taking technologies, powertrains, vehicle platforms that are in cars today and putting them to the ultimate test on the racetrack, and that's something we're really proud of. Michelin does it as well here in the WeatherTech Championship.
All about endurance as well. You talk about 24-hour races. This here in Detroit, I believe, is your shortest time to race this year. How different is that compared to what we might learn on a 24-hour race?
Well, it's certainly different on the clock. It's less time. However, the format is still the same. Multiple drivers in each car, pit stops that they change tires and driver. So the strategy is in a shorter period of time, but it's the same. And that's the team that goes the farthest in that period of time is going to be the winner. You have prototypes that are the fastest cars, nearing 200 miles an hour on the back straight. And then you have GT cars, which are aligned with what you see on the street every day.
So you're a Chicago guy. Do you feel like home away from home, or do you feel like this is a bit of enemy territory for you?
Well, my Cubs and my White Sox, you know,
now,
and my Bears.
The Sox. I love the Sox now. I'm a Sox fan, too.
But what great sports towns. You know, as a kid growing up, the Pistons were the bad boys.
Absolutely.
And then my Bulls took over. And then, of course, the Bears and the Lions have a great rivalry. I spent many a Thanksgiving watching that game. But this city and what it's meant to the auto industry, I think, is really at the root of what IMSA stands for, a true test bed for the auto industry.
John, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Being in the Motor City, it is.
And thanks for the weather, by the way. I don't know what your meteorologists have done, but great job.
We haven't seen 3 days in a row. This is perfect for racing in quite some time.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We're going to send it in to Erica for a look at some of the headlines now, some of the breaking news. Erica?
All right, Ryan, thank you so much. We will get back to you in just a little bit. But first, we want to get to this breaking news that we are following at Detroit Metro Airport, where a car drove up on the sidewalk and through Evans Terminal. Let's head right out to Fox 2's Camille Mary. She joins us live in the scene with the very latest. Camille?
Yeah, Erica, we are at the terminal. Yeah, hi, Erica. We are at the terminal, Evans Terminal. I'm going to step out of the way so we can kind of show you. We figured out this path. This person we know drove through, starting here, and then you can see through these barriers. Obviously, this metal was not there at the time. The guy just closed it. And then see, we're going to zoom into the front door where you see it is hanging right now. Obviously, that is because the car drove through and then into the airport. Now, we do not know why this person did this. We do know that there have been no serious injuries. Obviously, this is very early on in the investigation. A lot of police on the scene. His vehicle, I believe, has been towed. We have not gotten a chance to be inside the airport. But this is terminal number 4, the Alaska, Sun Country, and Avello. I did talk to a woman who was waiting to come up to the airport to board her flight, and she said that the traffic has been pushed way back. So really very early on in this situation, but we want to let you know that police are obviously on the scene, that police are always here on the scene, so they were here immediately. And basically, this is what we know right now. We're going to continue to stay here and continue to gather information, but no injuries that we know of. I do not know if the man has been arrested or not. I believe he has been, but I don't want to say for sure. We're working to gather more information, and I'll send that back to you.
Fox 2 viewer, you're now a Money Saver VIP. You can save big on this special offer right now.
It's Wallside Windows' biggest sale of the year. Get up to 82 months, 0% interest, plus half off every window. Schedule at wallside.com.
Hurry, scan this code before today's Money Saver goes away, or visit fox2detroit.com now for more details.
At Royal Oak Ford, we have our fun. But when you ask our customers what keeps them coming back,
we treat them like family.
And you just can't beat our deals.
You can lease a Ford Bronco Sport Big Ben for just $369 a month, or an F-150 Crew EcoBoost, just $399 a month.
Come for the deals, stay for the family. Experience the difference at Royal Oak Ford.
And now, actual 5-star reviews of Bob's Cascade Bedroom, performed by 5 stars.
I bought this new bed frame for my son. It is absolutely beautiful. The solid construction and the fluted details are gorgeous. Both pieces feel very substantial and well made. 10 out of 10 experience.
From the mouths of babes.
Oh my Bob! Bob's Discount Furniture.
We're on vacation.
I'm not good at vacation.
How do I look? You thought you could beat me. Get Kalahari away.
Think you need a new roof? Think again. Most roofing companies only make money one way, by selling you a new roof. But what if your roof isn't worn out, just dried out? And with just a little love, you could put off an expensive roof replacement for up to 15 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. RoofMax is a scientifically engineered restoration formula that brings your shingle life back to new. Scan the code and get a free spring roof tune-up with your RoofMax restoration.
I wish Pawpaw could have been here to see you take your first steps. He lost his leg
Then his mobility, and months later he was gone. If only I had known about Vascular Centers of America.
If you or a loved one have diabetes, tired legs, pain, a wound that's slow to heal, you may not have enough blood flow in your legs and could be at risk of losing a limb. Don't lose your mobility and forfeit the memories with your family. Call Vascular Centers of America at 855-7MY-LEGS. That's 855-7MY-LEGS.
Fox broadcast sponsored locally on Fox 2 by Nissan.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Your Detroit Grand Prix forecast. 82 degrees for us today, 71 out there tomorrow, and 76 on Sunday. Gorgeous weekend weather. When it comes to our weekend, gorgeous weekend weather for us, no question about it. Mostly sunny skies. We will continue to remain sunny, not just through the weekend, but that's the best part about it, throughout the entire 7-day forecast. So sunshine Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 84 degrees for the end of the 7-day forecast. Now, what is also quite nice is that even as we head into next week, we will warm up, and our chances for rain will linger and hold off until Thursday late in the day. Maybe on Friday we'll see a couple of showers. All right, let's give away a mug. It is, of course, that time of the show. The winner of our mug shot. Congratulations. Today goes to Myron Pardon. It's a Myron Pardon Senior of Southfield. You have won yourself a mug. Keep an eye out for that email. Fill it out, send it back. Mug's going to be headed your way. Let's get another check. What's going on downtown? The crew is down there at the Grand Prix. Excellent job with today's show, guys. Super fun to watch. I'm glad the weather was good for you. And we'll let you take it away here to end the show. Hello, guys.
All right, we are back here live down by the Detroit River. It's been a beautiful morning, and our live coverage continues from Free Prix Day. So a lot happening today, and a lot happening, of course, throughout the weekend.
This has been the perfect way to kick off what is going to be an awesome weekend. The weather is fantastic. You can't deny that. So as families head down here, it's going to be...
You're doing good.
We're having a weird audio thing.
It's a little crazy over here.
I think one highlight we should point out, we got a hot pretzel that was delicious.
Yes. Shout out to Papa Ermani.
Yeah, Bob Ermani came through. Not this Ermani.
No, you did get your snacks.
The real Big Daddy Ermani.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now, I just want to acknowledge that we've got much more going on here at Fox 2 today, including a big noon show. But I'd like to acknowledge our tremendous crew who makes us look so good. Absolutely. Want to thank everybody here, including Al Johnson. 29 years at Fox 2 today. We got to get 29. Al's a big part of all this plan, and we love Al. Al, congratulations. 29 years. You know, so many
29
people.
29 more to go.
Right.
Al. You're not going anywhere.
Right. So many people at Fox 2. It's such a great place to be. So many people come here and stay here.
Yeah.
And Al's,
we sure
Al's
do.
one of those. Absolutely. So just want to acknowledge that today, big guy.
Oh, good stuff. Well, thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us this morning. And have a great weekend. Stick around, though, because the noon.
Y'all can stick around, too, if you want to.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Got places to
Look
be.
at the time.
Oh, we're staying
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to reach the unreachable star.
The IndyCar Series takes over the streets of the Motor City. The Detroit Grand Prix, Sunday on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Chevy Silverado, #1 in manufacturer loyalty.
Right now, GM employees with the current eligible Chevy lease can get this 2026 Chevy Silverado for $169 a month. Visit ChevyDetroit.com today.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards right now. Ideal garage doors have been American-made for over 50 years. From traditional to modern styles, you're sure to find the garage door for your home. This 9x7 insulated garage door is a value of $649.99 after rebate. This ultra-quiet garage door opener from Genie comes with a battery backup system that assures your door opens during power outages. Get one for a value of $189.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Some traditions aren't taught. They're felt. The first time the ground shakes beneath your feet, you never forget it. And one day, you pass it on. 4 days, one tradition, memories that last a lifetime. Be there.
The biggest holidays call for the biggest savings, and right now you can save 30% during the Gardner White Memorial Day sale. Fresh styles, new arrivals, and 30% off everything you need to refresh your home. Plus, no interest financing and free same-day delivery. Don't miss the Gardner White Memorial Day sale. On now.
DraftKings Casino gave your spins an upgrade with new Flex Spins. Forget one game. Now you choose which slots to use spins on. Exclusively on DraftKings Casino. New casino players play $5 and get 1,000 total Flex Spins to use on your choice of slots.
Fox 2 viewer, you're now a Money Saver VIP. You can save big on this special offer right now.
It's Wallside Windows' biggest sale of the year. Get up to 82 months, 0% interest, plus half off every window. Schedule at wallside.com.
Hurry, scan this code before today's Money Saver goes away. Or visit fox2detroit.com now for more details.
Chevy Silverado, #1 in manufacturer loyalty.
Right now, GM employees with the current eligible Chevy lease can get this 2026 Chevy Silverado for $169 a month. Visit ChevyDetroit.com today.
And welcome to the noon. I'm Erica Francis. Fox 2 is following some breaking news right now happening at Detroit Metro Airport. That is where a car drove around a concrete barrier and through a door at the Evans terminal. No serious injuries have been reported. We're going to get right to Fox 2's Camille Mary. She joins us live on the scene with more details. Camille, what can you tell us? All right, what we're seeing here now is the Evans terminal. It sounds like we don't have Camille just yet. I think she went to go get more information. But you can see some police officers in there. You can see where the car went into the doors there, and the doors are all messed up. People are walking around. Again, no injuries reported at this time. We do have a statement from the airport authority. Let me read that for you. All right, their statement reads in part, quote, "A vehicle has crashed into the Evans terminal. Police are currently investigating the situation. No serious injuries have been reported. We will continue to provide you more information as it becomes available." So right there on your screen, you see pictures of the vehicle that is in question. There are reports that a man was arrested, but we are still working to confirm whether or not that is the case this morning. Still a lot of questions that need to be answered. Once we get out to Camille, I am hoping to figure out whether or not flights are taking off or if terminal operations are being disrupted because of this car that went into the building. Again, this happening at Detroit Metro Airport, happened earlier this morning at the Evans terminal. We are learning that there are no injuries, possibly a man arrested. Still working to get a lot of information for you. But for now, we are going to go out back to the Detroit Grand Prix.
There it is. We are here. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is The Noon. Lee Thomas, Marielle Lou. We appreciate you guys each and every time, no matter where we are. Now, I love where we are right now. Yes. Because we are live. I'm going to Ryan Armani. We are live on the Riverwalk as we let you guys know exactly what's happening with the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix.
Now, you, is my mic okay? Okay. You're just getting here to us.
I am.
But can you believe that the weather actually matches how beautiful it looks.
I know.
Because it is fantastic out here.
It really is great weather. And that's the one thing as I was walking from, I got a little bit lost, so I went toward the rinse in and walked all the way back. But I got a chance to talk to a lot of people, and that's the first thing everyone said was the weather is perfect for a free pre-day. So if you're thinking of maybe I'll go this year is the year to go because it is gorgeous outside. There are so many things that you can see. I was walking in with one of the drivers.
No.
He was coming from the paddock.
Really?
Yeah. He was coming from the paddock.
What's up, man?
I was like, yeah, we cool. Yeah, we cool. Because that's the way we do it with the Indy cars and all the cars right next to us. But, man, I was looking at some of the stats.
Tell me.
And just $100 million spent in the region for this event. I didn't realize it was that much. I mean, it really brings a lot of money to the region.
And we're talking restaurants, hotels, bars, ride shares.
Yeah.
So many different industries that are going to feel that economic push here. All the families coming down here. Now, I do have to make a note. It is very, very loud.
It is.
Not the kind of loud that is necessarily, oh, it's fun and they'll just go. You might want to invest in some kind of a set of headphones or something, especially if you're going to bring the kids down here. Earplugs.
Yep.
It doesn't matter, I think, how old the kids are. I want some for myself. When these cars roll by, you feel it inside your body, it seems. They're just, it rumbles the whole street. By the way, 1.7 miles, 9 turns.
Nice.
And it is the kind of track that is so technical and so tight. One mistake will change the game immediately. So these drivers are really, really having to be focused. Today's the day that sets the tone for the entire weekend as they're getting some of those practice laps in.
Yeah, you saw the track. You saw all the stats here. Today is the day if you want to do a free pre-day. We're at a park. We have all that information at Fox Local. Also, want to make sure you check out Brandon Hudson. Let's toss it over to him, see what he's got going on. Hey, Brandon. All right, I guess no Brandon, but that's where Brandon would be
if he were where he was
there
going to be.
Right. It was like Brandon was there, except not. But let's talk about let's talk about the course, because as I was walking here, one thing that stood out to me most is the pride of the volunteers that are here today.
Yeah.
I got a chance to talk to multiple volunteers. Is this real, this stuff? I got a chance to talk to multiple volunteers.
Please don't be this person today.
That would make me laugh, though. It really made me laugh. It made me laugh.
Hey, Brandon. I adore you.
This is Brandon. Brandon, we love you.
Hey, okay, so look, I'm going to talk. Hopefully you hear this. So we're on East Jefferson. Imagine going the speed limit, 35 miles an hour. Listen to this. All right, so you're going the speed limit down East Jefferson. You got someone, a professional driver, in the lane next to you going 5 times faster than you are. It's the coolest thing here for pre-day. So that is part of the track right there. You can't see it because there's a bunch of banners covering the fence. But you can see traffic, normal traffic, here in downtown Detroit. Right next to it, you got the professional drivers for free pre-day. I'm going to swip around here. Fox 2 photojournalist Brian Paninsky. So we'll show you some of the construction that's right here. You can see the construction all the way down the street here on Jefferson. The free shuttles are bringing people down. And then if you look over in the distance, you can see some people watching with some really some prime real estate, checking out these cars speeding down the straightaway there. But we decided to stop right here before we go into the paddock area, because this is a pretty cool experience. It's not every day. It's not every day that you got cars that are speeding down Jefferson as fast as they're going, while you also have people just getting to where they have to go at the same time in another direction. So we will be out here throughout the day. We're going to be on for our 1 o'clock show. We're going to be on 2, 3, 4 o'clock, and then you'll see us on Fox 2 News at 5 and 6 o'clock. But a whole bunch of people are just down here. They're walking to where they parked, into the rinse-in. They're trying to find a good spot to see some fast cars. And who wouldn't want to see that on a day like today? Weather's beautiful, hardly a cloud in the sky. So we're going to have some fun today, and I'll send it back to you.
And weather-wise, we've got a beautiful stretch of weather that's going to take us all the way through the weekend, all the way through the day today as well. So for all of those shows that are happening that Brandon was talking about, the noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, even later today, Fox 2 is going to be your home for the Grand Prix. Free pre-day, 82 degrees and some sunshine. We'll talk more about your weekend forecast coming up in just a little bit.
If you're looking for ways to keep more money in your pocket, start in the garage. That old working fridge or freezer really just sucks up energy and money. DTE will come take it away for free, along with other small appliances. We'll recycle them and offer you a $50 gift card to use or donate. It's easy. And you'll save on your energy bill. So keep more money in your pocket. Contact DTE today.
This May at Renewal by Andersen, replace your windows, your patio doors, or your entry door, and we're going to give you an amazing opportunity. You ready? Pay nothing, and I mean zero zilch nada, for 24 months. Just to be clear, that's 2 years. I'm talking about no deposit, no monthly payments, and no interest until May of 2028. Get your windows and doors now and take advantage of our pay it down the line financing. And did you know over 60% of all our customers choose to finance? It just makes sense. But hold on, why choose Renewal by Andersen in the first place? Because choosing Renewal by Andersen to replace your windows and doors makes your home worth more. 3 out of 4 real estate agents surveyed agree Andersen products increase a home's value by at least 10%. Do the math. I think you're going to be happy. And when you're ready to sell your home, it's possible that your new windows and doors could help pay for themselves by increasing the value of your home. Replace your windows, patio doors, or your front entry door, and there's no deposit, no monthly payments, and no interest until May of 2028. Get them now and pay down the line. And here at Renewal by Andersen, your local design consultants, measure technicians, certified master installers, and customer service team are all going to give you the best home improvement experience you've ever had. Let us show you colors, styles, and inspiration for your home. Get started by meeting with one of our design consultants by May 31st. Call today to schedule your appointment. Don't wait. 248-939-8686. That's 248-939-8686.
A birth trauma injury is devastating. At Feiger Law, we make hospitals pay for their mistakes. Feiger Law, all we do is win.
My father would tell me all you need to be happy is honesty, hard work, and a little bit of luck. Mega Millions. A little luck could go a long way.
Now during employee pricing for everyone, get $10,002 in savings on the 2026 F-150 XLT 4x4. See your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today.
And welcome back, everybody. Fox 2 continues to follow this breaking news right now at Detroit Metro Airport. You are looking at pictures. DTW confirming to us a vehicle has crashed into the Evans terminal there. Witnesses telling Fox 2 a car drove around a concrete barrier and through a door. You see it right there on your screen. These photos also show a man being led away in handcuffs. I'm not sure if we have those photos for you, but we will be sure to get those for you in a little bit later. No serious injuries have been reported. You might remember back in January, a different car was driven through the doors of the McNamara terminal, and that suspect was also arrested. We have a lot of questions still this morning. We are working to get those answers for you. Stay with Fox 2 and fox2detroit.com for updates on this breaking story. We are now going to send it back out to Lee and Marielle, who will continue our coverage of the Detroit Grand Prix.
All right, thank you so much, Erica. We are just at the side of the Detroit River, just looking at a beautiful view of a racetrack that kind of embraces the city. I feel like the whole event embraces the city. We're joined by Detroit Grand Prix President Michael Montry. So, first of all, Michael, how much of an embrace do you feel like not only the city gives to the Grand Prix, but the Grand Prix gives back to the city?
Well, I will tell you, when we were working on bringing the Grand Prix back downtown in 2023, in 2022 in the previous years, we went around to all the businesses, the neighborhoods, and it was really enlightening, amazing, and refreshing how much this event is a part of the fabric of the city. It's been around since 1982 in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
And it was a real eye-opener. And so when we moved back downtown, we decided, look, we're not going to put up a fence around the entire venue and charge people to get in. We wanted everybody that supported us through all those years to have the opportunity to come and experience it. We wanted people that had been brought to the race by their parents or grandparents back, in the 80s to be able to bring their new kids and their kids. So we really made a conscious effort to make sure that we included everyone when we moved back downtown.
I ran into a 4-year-old walking in with his little earmuffs on.
Yeah.
He's good to go.
Absolutely.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Literally creating memories for generations. You have so much to oversee, not just that the race goes off without a hitch, 3 different series, but also the race car drivers that are going to visit kids in the hospital. You have all the volunteers that work together to make this work. That festival atmosphere with all the rooftop parties. I mean, you really have packed in what feels like a year's worth of events in a weekend.
We think of it as a street festival that happens to have a race going on.
Okay.
Right? I mean, we want everybody to have something to do when they come down. So you mentioned the rooftops, and we've done a really, programmed them really deliberately this year and upped the promotion of those. We have live bands up there, beer tents, and of course new viewing platforms, so they can, anybody up there has a really great view of pit lane and surrounding areas wherever the racetrack is. Happens to be where they're looking down from the parking decks.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit in the last break, but the army of volunteers with all the smiles on their faces and kindness as I walked from the parking garage to here and walked through the paddock area. How important are they? How many of them are there?
Well, we have over 1,200 volunteers this year, and flat out, we could not do this event without all of our volunteers. They really make this event. They're the backbone, the fabric of this event. Again, they've been engaged since 1982. Some of them have been volunteering since the race started in 1982.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
We honor our 10-year guests, or 10-year volunteers every year, and it's an amazing group of people.
I'm looking at the race footage. It's just cool. It really is. It's not just one race. It's a weekend of races, right?
Absolutely. No, we start today with practice and qualifying for all 3 of the series that were here. And then we have races starting tomorrow. We have 1 race tomorrow in the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, and then 2 on Sunday. 1, the Indy Next Championship, which is kind of the AAA baseball version of the IndyCar drivers.
Yeah.
And then the NTT IndyCar Series at 12:45 right here on Fox 2.
The big boys.
That's right.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better weekend, that's for sure. The weather is fantastic. Michael Montry, thank you so much for coming in.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
And with more on the weather, we're going to send things inside. Derek Kevra standing by. Derek?
Guys, I absolutely love to give you the good forecast, especially when there's a big event in town, and there is a big event in town, the Detroit Grand Prix. Let's talk free pre-day today. It's going to be a bit warmer, 82 for a high temperature later this afternoon. We talked about the UV index. It's an 8. That's high. It's on a scale of 1 to 10, so an 8 puts it on the upper limit, and it is going to be an 8 all weekend long. So if you're going down there later today, just know that, sunscreen, sunglasses, all that kind of stuff, very important today. This stretch of weather, this is probably our best 10-day stretch since 2017. June 1 through 10, 2017 was really the last time we had 10 days where the temperatures were comfortably in the mid-70s to mid-80s. Now, back in 2017, there were a couple upper 80s and a few days with some lighter showers. Our 10-day stretch this year doesn't have any of those showers in it, and most of the days are really comfortably like 76, 77, 78. So I think this stretch is even better than that one, and we haven't had it in about a decade. So best weather we have seen in a long time around southeast Michigan. Temperatures currently in the low 70s. That sun will continue to warm things up 10 more degrees before the day is all done. Sunshine remains intact for us thanks to that high pressure system over top of us. And thanks to that blocking system, we talked about it yesterday, the Omega block, which is keeping everything very steady, very stable, and not moving, which means we're going to be dealing with this type of weather for a while, which is not a bad thing. 81 degrees out there, more sunshine today, a little breezy, 55 out there tonight. Winds will pick up a little bit, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Through the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, into the lower 70s, back to middle 70s, upper 70s next week. That sun continues. No rain in the forecast. The noon continues. Grand Prix coverage. We're right back with it after this.
Thanks so much for sticking with us, everybody. Fox 2 is following this breaking news right now at Detroit Metro Airport. DTW confirming a vehicle has crashed into the Evans terminal. You see it right there. A reporter on scene tells us that the terminal remains open at this time. Witnesses tell us a car drove around a concrete barrier and then through the door right there. Photos also show a man being led away in handcuffs. No serious injuries have been reported. You might remember back in January, a different car was driven through the doors of the McNamara terminal. That suspect was arrested. We are working to learn a lot more information for you at this time. Of course, stay with Fox 2 and fox2detroit.com for any updates on this breaking story. We're going to send it back out to Lee and Marielle, who continue our coverage of the Detroit Grand Prix.
Yes, the 36th year the Grand Prix has been racing the streets of Detroit, and we are happy to be right on the Riverwalk. Beautiful view, and joined by Henry Payne. He's Detroit News auto critic. But it says right here, you're also an amateur racer?
Yeah, I do a little racing. I'd love to try this track sometime.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Just a thrill seeker for life, or what's that all about?
I've raced all my life. My sons and I race an SCCA. Little Lolas. They don't have quite 700 horsepower, but they're a lot of fun.
What is the story of the day for you? You've been covering this. What is the story that stands out to you today?
One thing I love every year here, and I encourage people to do this. This racetrack runs around an international border.
Yeah.
So you go down to the Jersey barriers here on the main straight, and if you're going eastbound on Jefferson Avenue, there are people coming up from Canada at 35 miles an hour.
They are.
And going on to 75. On the other side of the Jersey barrier, there are race cars going 185 miles an hour.
My gosh.
It is a remarkable split of Jefferson Avenue this week.
Our Brandon Hudson is there, and he just showed us that it is really the dichotomy of the speed is really good.
It is awesome. There's another great dichotomy here. I just came from the Pope Francis Center, which is located in the St. Peter and Paul Church, which is right on Jefferson Avenue. They feed the homeless there every day from 7 to 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And you can go in there and volunteer, feed the homeless, and some of that money comes from the Detroit Grand Prix.
Absolutely.
It's a great partnership.
Yes,
What's it like covering an event like this? Because there's so much going on, from the actual race to the drivers I mentioned earlier, going to visit kids in the hospital, to the people, the heart of the city, the folks who make this event come alive.
Yeah, that's what I love. Is these cars are unbelievable machines. These drivers are peak athletes, and to bring them into the streets so close, like you feel like you can certainly hear them, you can certainly feel them,
Right?
but to have this kind of talent this close, I think is really special in downtown.
Now, you said something that stood out to me, and it's where the money goes. And St. Francis is one of the places it goes. But I'm going to look for that information. But there are so many charities that benefit, and I'll let you talk about it, because this is not only it's a nonprofit.
Yeah.
And it benefits the community in so many different ways.
Yeah, well, you think of what this Grand Prix did to Belle Isle on the 13 years it was out there. Brought the fountain back, the aquarium, really helped rebuild the infrastructure of that island. And now the Penske, these people are real pros. They're coming in and they're doing the same in the city. Helping reach out to needy people with the Pope Francis Center. They're helping with police and safety in town. And continuing to help Belle Isle Conservancy. So this Grand Prix is very much intertwined with charity in this city.
Henry Payne, you're good. It's the Belle Isle Conservancy, the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Detroit, Detroit Public Safety Foundation, the Detroit 300 Conservancy, and like Henry said, the Pope Francis Center. So a lot of great groups are getting great things.
Yeah, those are the core four.
Yeah,
I got a quick question for you. As a race car driver, take me in the mind of what these drivers might be going through as they get ready for this weekend.
So you go down Jefferson Avenue every day, right?
Yes, I do.
At 35 miles an hour, that avenue, which is a 3-lane avenue, in each way, it becomes a tunnel at 185 miles an hour. It is really narrow down there. It is bumpy. You got 250 manhole covers on this place, and God forbid any of those get sucked up by these cars.
Wow. All right, Henry Payne, we appreciate you. Keep doing what you do, and keep stopping by to let us know.
Yeah, you're nice to have me. Thanks.
All right, we'll be right back with more from the side of the Detroit River with the beautiful view of the Grand Prix. We'll be right back.
And let's get back to that breaking news we are following for you right now out of Detroit Metro Airport. That is where a car drove around a concrete barrier through a door at the Evans Terminal. You see her right there. Fox 2's Camille Amiri. She joins us live on that scene with more information. Camille, I think a question a lot of people have right now is the Evans Terminal open, and how are those operations looking right now?
Terminal is open, and we did see people going through security checkpoints. So flights, business as usual. What happened? A little step out of the way. As you said, a man drove through the concrete barriers around them and then into door number 4, and then he kept driving, actually past the security checkpoints and into this like small hallway where people use to leave the airport. That door is where he actually stopped because it had some kind of automatic shutoff. It was a Cadillac SCX, I believe is what it's called. He has been arrested. We are being told that there are no major injuries. And right now, really, we have 3 tow trucks on site. They are trying to figure out how are they going to get inside the building to tow the car out. Now, obviously, the car is evidence, so they have to preserve all of that. They can't just rewind it. I think we're back on scene. You can see still a very active scene right now as they figure out what is happening with the tow trucks. Like I said, there's 3. I don't know how many they're going to need to get this car out. The interesting thing is, and he said that the car is barely damaged. He showed me a picture of it. He couldn't give it to me, but I think we'll see when they tow the car out that it was stopped. That car had an automatic shutoff. The guy tried to go through the doors, we were told, through a set of glass doors, and those doors automatically shut when he went through. So police obviously on the scene here because there's obviously always police, federal agents, Homeland Security at any airport at any given time. So the guy really had nowhere to go. What was his intention? Why he did this? That is what we are still trying to figure out, but we are awaiting a 1:30 press conference where we hope to learn a lot more information. But for now, we are live at Detroit Metro at the Evans Terminal. I'll send it back to you.
Camille, thank you so much for that reporting. And by the way, I do want to add that this is the second time this year that a car has crashed into a door at DTW. You will probably remember the first one happened back in January. That was the McNamara Terminal. A man was also arrested. Let's get back to the Detroit Grand Prix with Lee Thomas and Marielle Liu. Hey, guys.
Hello, hello. I just thought I wanted to just bring some friends around. I was feeling a little lonely.
Right? And I was looking around and I saw a couple of look like 3-year-olds staring at us. And I'm like, oh, 3-year-olds love us.
Yes. And they do.
They do, but they love the Minions more. So I turned around and went, la, 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 la.
And that means hello, right?
I do speak Minion.
Okay.
That means what up, though?
Oh, what up, though?
What up, though?
And one more time. La, 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 la. Oh, got it. Okay. Okay.
They are very happy to be here. We're happy to be here. It is such a great day. And the kids just love seeing the Minions as well. July is the movie. It comes out the early July. minions and monsters, and I can't tell you how much I love these little guys. I mean, you're the best.
Do we need
I know
Groot
what
or
you're
no?
saying. Nah, no
Okay.
Groot. No Groot, just the minions.
I can't get over this. I just love
They're
the
happy.
little. I love
Very
the little
happy.
dance. It's such a good one to do.
It's
and I
almost
think
like
it's one
sending
even
it
you
up.
can do. Because I'm just saying I'm saying respectfully. No. It's Friday. No, please don't call your boys on me. Please.
They heard it.
Okay.
They
I
heard the shade.
apologize. I apologize. 2026 Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. This is the weekend we have all been waiting for.
Yep. All right,
guys.
we appreciate you guys. We'll let you get back to work. There are kids waiting for you.
So they.
Oh no, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They have the little minion booty.
Yeah, they do. I can't get enough of it.
So funny.
The minion
It is
booty.
so funny.
You know, some people are built like that for real.
They are.
And it's fine.
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It is truly a blessing. But let's talk about the blessing of this weekend. The weather is great, and it's a great opportunity to come down. Today is free pre-day, but even if you come down throughout, it is worth the ticket. I saw a group of people at the top of a parking garage just looking down into the paddock, and I didn't realize how great a view that was, all the way from Windsor, the Renson, into the paddocks where the racers are.
Yeah.
And then the race course. It really is something special to see. You see that view right there. And can you imagine me in the top of that parking garage, at the Franklin parking garage? It's just amazing.
I think we needed a camera on you on your walk-in, because you have said on your walk-in now that you have seen this amazing view from the paddock.
Yep.
You saw a 3-year-old with his headphones on, ready to go.
I did.
You came in with a driver as well.
I was walking right next to him, and I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be.
Sunshine and the breeze just hugged and kissed you on the way in.
And so did a bunch of people. They were just happy to see me. Yep.
You've had the full experience.
I got a hey baby.
Oh, you got a hey baby.
I watch you all every day. Hey baby, I watch you all every day.
I love a good hey baby.
Yes, indeed.
And not just the fact that so many families are going to literally make memories this weekend, but what it does for the city of Detroit. When the eyes of the nation, the eyes of the world are on our city, the work that they have gone through to make this a safe event for everyone, and also the money that is being pumped into our city right now. We're talking restaurants, hotels, bars, ride shares. This is really going to just infuse our local economy with everything that really we need.
Yes, indeed. And this is the day to get the preview. They have the Indy car race, of course, and the Chevrolet Sports Car Classic, the Indy NXT race by Firestone. So many things to do down here. But if you just want to come walk with the kids on the Riverwalk and go to that merry-go-round right in front of us, it is also a good time.
I see you looking at the merry-go-round.
It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. I do. We should try it. We want to see you guys down here as well. You can just stick with us right here on Fox 2. We'll give you everything you need. 36th Annual Detroit Grand Prix. More after the break.
Fox 2 following breaking news right now at Detroit Metro Airport. DTW confirming a vehicle has crashed into the Evans terminal. You see it right there. Witnesses telling us a car drove around a concrete barrier and through a door. Photos also show a man being led away in handcuffs. We're working to get those photos for you. Thankfully, no serious injuries have been reported. Back in January, a different car was driven through the doors of the McNamara terminal. That suspect was arrested. Stay with Fox 2 and fox2detroit.com for all updates on this breaking story. Now we're going to send it back out to Lee and Marielle, who will continue our coverage of the Detroit Grand Prix.
Yes, indeed. And it seems like it's getting louder, but we have these great headsets on.
It does seem like it's getting louder.
Man, it is really starting to rev up.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. We have a special guest.
We do. Eric Larson is here, CEO of Detroit, the Downtown Detroit Partnership. So, Eric, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you, man.
Thrilled to be here. What a great setting, and I can't believe the weather you guys ordered.
Yeah.
It is all you.
Now we are going to send you the bill.
I have 3 brooms upside down in my lawn, so it's all good.
Now, let's talk about, because we say Detroit Grand Prix. Detroit Partnership, Downtown Detroit Partnership, and people don't really understand how deep or the history behind the organization. Give us a little breakdown real quick.
I really appreciate you saying that because, this organization has been stewarding the core of our city for over 104 years. And, it's kind of neat because not only was it started by 13 businessmen that felt like at that time, back in the 20s, Detroit needed to have, some more focus on more policy, better tax policy. We still need that, actually. But working
on it.
Yeah, we are. But it really then evolved into a whole bunch of things. And so we're the parent organization of the Detroit Grand Prix. We also run the Biz, which is all the ambassadors that people see, and that's really intended to make sure people feel not only clean and safe but welcome. So if there's something that you need, we're there to make sure that happens. And then obviously big events like this, whether it's the draft or the Final Four or the Grand Prix, it's all part of the orchestration of this community.
You got to see a little of our behind the scenes here. Things get wild. Take us behind the scenes in your world. Is the year spent planning this? I know you guys just have your hand in so many different things. How do you put this together? This feels like such a huge event when you look at it from a bird's eye view. All the different activations and the rooftops and the drive. It's so large scale.
It really is, and the neat thing about this is broadcasts like this just show the city in a different way, and so we're changing perceptions not just by the people that are coming, but also by the people that are watching this. But I also, to your point, we literally on Monday will step back, look and see what worked, what didn't work. Think about what we can do to improve. And I think the thing that's so unique about the Grand Prix, is it's an annual event. I love things like the draft and the Final Four, but they come in, they do their thing once, and then they're gone. Here, this is every year. It's another $100 million of economic impact, the social interaction that this drives in our community, but most importantly, the 300,000 people that will be in the downtown Detroit this weekend, shopping, eating, staying in hotels. All that stuff is part of what we continue to think about. How do we make sure not just the core of the city, but also how are we drawing in a number of those opportunities from the neighborhoods?
We were talking about history in your organization, 104-year history. Let's talk about your history with this event. Talk about some special moments for you. Is it the drivers you get to interact with, walking through the paddock? What stands out in your memory over the years of you doing this, and how long have you been doing this?
Well, so I've been on the board of this organization since '96 and was a past chair, but I've been in this role for the last 10 years. Probably the most remarkable individual in memory I have of this race is Roger Penske.
Such a nice man. Such a nice man.
He is absolutely the steward of not only this event, but also so many things within the city. When the city needed police and fire vehicles, he was there to make sure that they had them. So even at the best times, he continues to show up as he did even in the times that we needed even more help. But that's one of the memories. The other is just the excitement, the ability to watch these drivers come in. We do these series where did you dine? What didn't you know about Detroit that you learned? Because so many of these drivers, they experience a lot of different places, and knowing what they think is cool and relevant about Detroit is a big highlight for us. And then just seeing the people and the way that they get excited.
I think that really speaks volumes. It's not just some big event event that happens in downtown Detroit that families can come to enjoy. It's people who care about the city, people who work tirelessly year after year to make this a great event.
We're standing on
Right
broad
here.
shoulders.
That's right.
It's
That's
really
right.
great. That's what Detroit is about.
Yes, it is. We appreciate you, Eric. Thanks for stopping by, my man. We appreciate you guys for sticking with us as well as they put the keys in the ignition. Do they even have an ignition? They turn the engine on, get their motor started. Your motor can get started as well, and head on down
Vroom,
here.
vroom, baby.
The Detroit Grand Prix in full effect this weekend. We'll have a lot more coming back.
Long night.
Welcome back. Fox 2 following breaking news right now at Detroit Metro Airport. DTW confirming a vehicle, you see it right there, has crashed into the Evans terminal. Witnesses telling us a man drove his car around a concrete barrier and through a door just after 10 this morning. No serious injuries have been reported, and that driver was arrested. We've also learned that the terminal is open and operating at this time. So in case you have a flight, you should definitely know that. So back in January, a different car was driven through the doors of the McNamara terminal. That suspect was also arrested. Both incidents bringing airport security into question. So joining us now is retired Detroit Police Assistant Chief Steve Dolnut. Thank you so much for joining us today. I mean, really, from a security standpoint, how concerning is it that this is the second vehicle to crash into a Detroit Metro terminal this year?
It's very concerning because you don't know the mindset of these people. And again, we don't know if this individual having a mental crisis or if he's just trying to, they haven't said it was a man or a woman, have they? They said it was a driver, man or woman, have they said?
It looks like it was a man from pictures.
So is this individual undergoing a mental crisis? Is this individual out just to cause mass destruction?
Right.
Is he an urban terrorist? I mean, you're going to end up locking him up, going to his house, getting on his computer, checking for all the social media to see if this is an isolated incident or is this a test run after what happened at the main terminal, McNamara terminal. Is this a test run to see can someone else come in here? So you got all these things coming into play, and you're under stress because you want to make sure no one gets hurt.
Right.
It's hard. It's very hard.
And Steve, for, for travelers watching this unfold right now, should they be concerned about airport safety today? I mean, we're still working to learn if this was some sort of copycat or if somebody else is now going to see this and try to do it again.
Exactly, and that's my concern. Yeah. Look at the guy in Denver who ran across the tarmac and got hit by a jet. Unfortunately, it's the old, if you see something, say something. Maybe a family member knew he was going to do this. The same thing at the synagogue several months ago. They drove a car in there. You don't know if it's going to be a copycat. Is this a one-off? Does this person have an agenda? There's so many variables that you have to consider. And if I'm getting on a plane, I'm thinking, oh, geez, now what? It's bad enough I got to worry about my flight being delayed. Now I got to worry about some clown coming in here trying to kill me. And he didn't hit anybody, correct? He just somehow got around the cement barrier. There were no injuries, correct?
All we have right now is no serious injuries reported at this time. We're still working to learn more. We have a press conference at 1:30.
Oh, okay, well, good. Maybe we'll find out some more. But those are my questions. How do you do it? How do you get around that cement barrier? Do we have to put more, those yellow pylons in the front? They're not filled with cement. People think they are. They're bolted down. So if you have to, you could drive through those. And maybe if you spend more money and fill them with cement, and maybe that would stop some of these things. But if you're hell-bent on causing mass destruction, you're going to cause it. And that's sad.
That is sad. My next question was to ask you, what lessons should airport officials take away from the second incident happening? They clearly have to fix those barriers. They're not working.
Yeah, you do that. You only have so much manpower. I've been criticized by my own brother-in-law that I wouldn't keep my car parked out in front of the terminal when he came in. He's like, you couldn't wait for me. I said, you don't understand. I'm looking from a security standpoint. When people are parked out there waiting, sometimes it's good because then I can't get my car through there to cause mass destruction. But you don't know, some of these cars, they could have an explosive device in there. You don't know. It's heightened security. We just got through holiday weekend. The big one's coming up 4th of July. Is this a test run? And that's what you got to consider. We have the manpower. What other procedures can we do to stop this? And you hate to put spike strips out in front of those things to stop a car because people got to walk. It's, again, if you're hell-bent on causing mass destruction, you're going to cause it. And in this case, luckily no one was hurt. But, yeah, you got to revisit all that stuff and see what other airports are doing. It's trying times right now.
Steve, maybe we can check back in with you a little bit later on today. We certainly appreciate your expertise. I have so many more questions for you, but I'm being told that I have to wrap. And again, we are going to have that.
That's okay. And I have more questions too, so we'll talk.
Yeah, hopefully we learn more.
Talk to you later.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thanks, Erica.
And I do want to add that Steve was talking about them looking into the person's car. We did see investigators on scene that were rummaging through the suspect's car. So hopefully we can figure out if they found anything in that car. We will continue to follow this breaking news for you throughout the morning. Be sure to stay with us. For now, we are heading to break.
All right, before we get to break, let's do a quick check here on the forecast. Erica, thank you very much for that interview. That was really insightful there. Weather-wise, things are a lot calmer. So the weather world, calmer than the news world right now. 82 degrees out there today, sunshine, a gorgeous weekend of weather for a big weekend downtown Detroit. I mean, when the Grand Prix comes into town, we all keep our fingers crossed that we're going to have at least some decent days. We got lucky this year with 3 nearly perfect days. Now, they do differ a little bit from day to day. 82, a little cooler on Saturday, a little warmer on Sunday, but all of them share this in common. The UV index is an 8. So it's a scale from 1 to 10. That's pretty high out there. That means that the chance of a sunburn is higher and will happen quicker. So sunscreen is a must. Sunglasses are a must. Bottled water for dehydration also a must, especially on the warmer days of today and Sunday. Outside right now, I mean, it's gorgeous. Sun is shining. Skies are blue. Temperatures in the low 70s. Back to Livingston County. Howell at 73. We're in that blocking pattern still, and we're in the good part of the pattern, which means, blocking pattern, nothing moves. It's kind of stuck, kind of a stagnant pattern, but when you're in the sunny part of it, you love it. And we are in the sunny part of it, so we love it. Now, it will probably and very likely yield to a bit of a drought within the next week or so. So we are, with the lack of rain, trending towards those drought conditions. But in the meantime, let's just enjoy what we have. And what we have is sun, 81 degrees. Warming up out there, northwest winds, a little breezy out there today. And that leads into tonight, too. So 55 degrees with a 15-mile-an-hour wind tonight. 7-day forecast, gorgeous. No chance of rain. A 7-day, almost 10-day stretch with no rain. It's beautiful. We'll be back with much more after this.
So we are back at what is shaping up to be an incredible weekend for the 2026 Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. Get your whole family down here. You heard Derek say the UV index is at an 8, so definitely put the sunscreen on and maybe get some headphone protection for him because it is loud, but this is the place to be. Just a few quick notes for you for free pre-day. That is today. It's the official kickoff day. Grandstands are at 1 and 9. They are free. General admission, no tickets required. So that means come on down, bring everybody, bring the neighbors, bring the friends. I don't think you can bring the dogs. You have to leave the dogs at home, but you're going to have a good time here. Important catch though, the seating does not include that paddock access. So you see the information right there on your screen. Additional free viewing platforms and activations happening as well. There are so many free rooftop events. So really this is just a great way to highlight the city. We're talking about more than $100 million being pumped into downtown Detroit this weekend, from the restaurants to the bars, the hotels, the ride shares. This is what the city is all about, and to have the eyes of the nation on us once again. We seem to be pretty comfortable here in the spotlight. Just like me. Who knew that? Fox 2's Brandon Hudson kicking off our coverage on Fox Local as well. So we're not going anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be here all day, all weekend, in fact. Have a great day, everybody.
Next stop, Sherry.
I got you. Yeah, hey, look, it is 1 o'clock on Friday, May 29th. I'm Brandon Hudson. You just watched our friends on the Noon. I think they are somewhere off in that direction over there. But we are continuing our coverage of Free Pre-Day Detroit Grand Prix. It's taken over downtown Detroit. Just take a moment to look at this view behind me. You see the Renson up there in all its glory. And as we come down, you'll look at Beaubien Street or Beaubien Place Street Garage. That's where people are watching some of the cars during their practice day. And then we're just going to come down to the ground level. And look, we're in the paddock area. This is where fans can see the teams that are set up all down the street here. This is pretty much, I guess maybe their second or third home if you include the hotel. But this is where the teams will be all weekend as they prepare for the races tomorrow and the races on Sunday. So look, we're going to be out here all day. But first, before we get back to our Grand Prix coverage, I do want to let you guys know this. 1:30, we are expecting a news conference about the breaking news that happened earlier this morning of a driver crashing into the Warren Evans terminal at Metro Airport. We're hoping to get more information from that news conference. I believe Camila Miri is out there. She's going to help update us, and we hope to hear from some of the officials on what happened and where this investigation stands right now. So we're going to bring it back here. We're in the paddock area, like I said. You'll see fans walking around. You're going to see a golf cart. You'll see an occasional race car coming around here, and you never know who you're going to meet. Today, we got John Doonan, president of IMSA. John, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. It's thrilled to be back here in the Motor City.
Hey, welcome back. So your team's practicing right now, right?
Yeah, so the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship has now had 2 practices.
Okay.
The second one is wrapping up, and then we go right into qualifying. And tomorrow, 100 minutes, all-out battle in the streets of Detroit.
Look, how many times have you come to Detroit?
Well, I've been here probably 30 years for the race, and we, of course, used to race out on Belle Isle. And I remember as a kid watching the first races downtown here. So now we're back downtown, right in the shadows of the Renson.
I don't know if it's just the sun being out, but the smile on your face, it's like you're a kid in a candy store right now. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm a race fan, and I grew up at the racetrack with my dad and my grandfather. And now to be in the sport like I am on the IMSA side, it's a lot of boyhood dreams come true. And you know, we're a big family in racing, but to have the automakers come here and use this as a test lab in public authentically is really at the heart of why I do what I do and why all my IMSA teammates and I do what we do.
So you got to let us know practices, because we hear the speeding, we hear the engines roaring. How does that help you guys get an assessment on what to expect, especially for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think all the teams are going to look to optimize their setup. 100 minutes is a short period of time. We race 24-hour races, 12 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours. But this 100-minute race, same format, multiple drivers. So they're trying to find that sweet spot in the setup. This track, a little different, a little bumpier. So they're trying to set the suspension up for the optimal pace, the quickest setup. So it is an important time. They come here with a lot of simulator time, and then they try to optimize from there. And the weather, of course, is perfect.
Hey, look, you guys came at the right time. I remember I spoke with Jordan Taylor about a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. We had jackets on, and he's a Florida boy, and so I was like, look, man, I wish I could tell you that you came at a bad time, a good time, but he comes now. We spoke to his brother Ricky yesterday, and look, the skies are blue, hardly a cloud in the sky. I know weather doesn't have. How much does weather impact?
Well, the beauty of our sport, of endurance sports car racing, is we race in all kinds of weather. Rain, very cold, very hot, At the Rolex 24 at Daytona this year, we had a bunch of fog. And our teams, I would say, when it comes to facing adversity, they are always making decisions real time. So the heat changes the track temperature, which changes tire pressure, maybe even suspension setup. Cold temperatures, the opposite. Rain, we of course have great Michelin rain tires in the WeatherTech Championship. So a lot of real-time decisions are made for the win or for maybe not.
So tomorrow,
Yes.
when people come out, they see WeatherTech, they see IMSA, 100 minutes. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, so as I say, even in the 24-hour race, multiple drivers. So there will be a pit stop, at least one, where the drivers change. One driver,
like a hockey shift change?
Exactly, on the fly in a pit stop. Tire changes, Michelin brings an incredible tire. So in 100 minutes, they may choose not to change tires and stay on the same tire, which continues to have the same performance, just to